Right. Fucking early morning kick-offs. It's always fun whenever it's cold as balls as well, man. Just sorting up some other things here, lads, since my PC likes to be a piece of crap. I love to see it. Just give me 2 seconds, and we'll be up and running. How you doing? No way, I appreciate seeing you in early. I know we're still on the other screen, but how you doing, James? Nice to see you, man. Hope you're well, hope you're doing fantastic. What's good, what's popping? Sorry, just getting all the last second things set up and done here, because life likes to kick me in the balls right before I go live. Fantastic, right, everything should be up and running. How is it going? How's it popping? How's it hanging? How's life? How is everything going? It's football time, and again, yeah, of course, that piece of I'm going to fucking lose in a second, man. Every time I try and do something else has to go fucking wrong, man. Like, genuinely, see, after the last few days, I'll be honest with you, man, I could check myself out the gates now and I would not care less, man. My fucking will to live is at an all-time low. How you doing? No, nice to see it. Football, as long as we win the day, it makes it a little bit more fucking bearable. How you doing, Kid? Nice to see you, man. You're watching the Liverpool game on STV. Nice to see that, Stephen. Hope it's fun, hope it's enjoyable. Keep me updated on that one if you don't mind. How you doing, Scott? Nice to see you. Better kick off time. At least you get to fucking watch it and it's not 3 in the morning by the time it's done, so silver linings and that kind, I suppose. Yeah, I mean, I don't really know what else to kind of touch on about the basics and premise of this game. We're up against County. County are actually a team that has found some form. I'm not going to sit there and pretend otherwise. In fact, in terms of form, they're probably the third, maybe fourth best team, I would say, in the league in terms of form right now. I think they've had like 3 wins, a draw and a loss or something relatively close to that, so, you know, it is what it is. But we're vibing, we've got things going, and it doesn't look like it's going to crash, so as long as the PC holds in, we're fine. But they're just doing all the kind of pre-match jitter talk and all the kind of, well, I mean, it's showing the last highlights between us and County, I suppose, but hope you are all well and enjoying yourselves. Oh, at the end of that, nice to see you. What the fuck are you doing in here? I thought you'd just be watching the game. Freezing today, but let's make it -18. Exactly it, man. That is a minimum goal. I mean, we have changed the team up a little bit. I'll kind of show the ones that are in early, just so that you can have a little gander. But like I said, I'm just waiting on things to load because everything tends to take a second. But nonetheless, here is your teams, and to be honest with you, not really too much of a surprise with what they got, but let's just get to the point with what fucking Celtic have done. This is our lineup, and it's different. And I'm not sure if I like it. I'll be honest with you. I mean, Yang hasn't scored. Like, why the fuck is this man starting? Like, no disrespect to the guy, but what the fuck does Palma need to do to get a game? Why is Furuhashi being started over Maeda or Palma or Ford or like anyone else that makes sense? This team confuses me. I'll be fully fucking honest. Like, the midfield 3, yeah, that makes sense, right? But honestly, McCowan should have played this game because it's Ross County and it's a team that he's got a good track history record against, so we should have probably used him in that sense. The back 4 are okay. I feel a wee bit sorry for Taylor because he did have a brilliant game last time out, but for some reason he's not been picked either. It feels like Rodgers just woke up and went, fuck it, flip a coin and see what happens. It is an interesting one, to say the least. But what's your opinions on this team? I mean, I'll read it up as follows. We always start with the home side anyway, but they got a misser in between the sticks, and hopefully he misses a few swings at the ball when it comes into the corner. Well, when it comes to corners, I should say, we can get a nice wee set piece goal off him. That would be fantastic. But Randall, Wright and Lapata, I'm not sure how it's pronounced, I'm going to guess Lapata. They're kind of the back 3, so to speak, with Brown and Harmon playing as, like, again, the false wingers. We've seen a few teams set up with this, but more or less they'll be additional left and right backs, more or less left wing backs and right wing backs, but nonetheless they'll kind of keep it as close where they can. The midfield 3 makes sense for the team that they kind of used a lot this season. It seems to be that kind of midfield 3 of like Ewan Campbell and specifically, you know, Nisbet on that other side as well, but they got Kenny in between them with Chavez obviously playing that number 10 role, and then of course Hale, who has been, I mean, he started half the season fantastic. He's had a bit of a slowdown, but he is still finding goals, and like I said, they're not being a bad side whatsoever. But for us, our lineup is as follows. It's going to be Schmeichel in between the sticks, not too surprised by that. One Carter, Vickers and Trust there, the 2 centre-back pairings, which I'm more than happy with. The 2 ball out and bop. We've got Valley and Johnston playing on the full-backs either side, with Furuhashi and Yang deciding to take up the kind of Asian connection, South Korean and Japanese respectively on either side, with again a few little tweaks in the midfield, but only positionally. Italian and Gels maintain their positions. McGregor stays in that kind of CDM rotatory spot with either playing more or less as that out and out target forward. So we're going to get crosses with this system. You can tell by the way that we're set up. The fact that Yang and Furuhashi are pressed higher up the pitch means that basically from the get-go we're going to be using Rio and Angels to funnel those balls out wide, and Yang and Furuhashi, they might not be going for quick crosses, but they'll certainly go for crosses across the kind of face of the box. They won't put height on them, they'll just try and cut them to the edge, maybe towards the edge of like the D on the edge of the box, and fire in shots for range. Maybe that's why Angels and Atati are pressed more further forward, but this is the first time I've seen us go for a bit of a tweak formation from the get-go, which is pretty interesting. So I'm intrigued to see how this works. And again, if you want a little look at the table, obviously Rangers didn't cover themselves in glory the last time out. They've managed to make themselves a little bit further down the table. I mean, if we win today, then that gap grows to 18, albeit with Rangers having that game in hand. But County are a team that, like I said, have actually found some form over the last few games, with the exception of, you would probably argue, Hibernian and Celtic. They're probably up there with the teams that are best in form at the moment. In fact, they're probably identical to Hearts. So I guess when you look at it like that, you have to kind of take the silver linings. But I like the way that we've lined up. I think it should be more than good enough to do the job. But of course, that's always up to kind of interpretation. But I think for the most part, should be more than fine. Let's have a little read through some of the comments. Let's win this game. Exactly it, Steve. That is the minimum we can ask for. How are you doing, David? Nice to see you as well. I love the fact that you've stuck with that nickname since you first came in the chat. We love to see you. Minus 8 and Dingwall. Exactly. I mean, it's not exactly, you know, warm in any other part of the fucking country, let's be honest with you. You like the lineup Bayer has to score today? I think so. I feel like if they're using him on the crossing system, so if he doesn't get a goal, I'd feel a wee bit disappointed, based on the fact that this lineup is clearly to try and get balls into that striker, into the box. Because again, when you look at the way that they've got set up, again, Lopata, certainly a player that can get up into the physical challenges, especially when Celtic try and funnel them into the box. But again, it's never a easy open and shut type of case. Football's a funny sport sometimes, and Dundee might be playing defensive from the get-go. How you doing, Vulture? Nice to see you, my guy. Likewise with you, Chateau, as well. Always love to see mods in here flash as well with the Celtic badge. We do love to see it. The Ross County are winning cleaning service, so when about something's bogging. Condensation, my boy. Happens to the best of us. That's what we'll just put it down to, you know what I mean? 6 in midfield. I mean, it's not so much a 6 in midfield, but what I would imagine it is, like I said, you've kind of got the flat pack 5. And what I'd imagine would happen is that, again, Furuhashi will probably like funnel in, because Atati likes to kind of push out wide a little bit anyway. But you'd imagine these two either play a bit more central and tight in with the kind of like midfielders and more or less keep it as a flat pack, like almost 5 there, or they'll stretch themselves out so Yang and Furuhashi are on either side, and again with those whip cross systems we can get something going, especially with Ida and stuff like that as well, you know what I mean. Also want to give a quick shout out to Flash for providing the footage for this game. I mean, to be fair, I did have like streams for them, but they're all like a minute delayed and stuff, and you know, might as well take advantage of that. So please subscribe to Flash if you wouldn't mind. That'd be a nice little thing you could do to show your support. There is also a Discord you can join if you would like to as well. It's free, totally free. You don't have to pay for anything whatsoever, and it's just about a bunch of people that like football in there. We have a very weird collection of faces in there, I'll be fully honest, but nonetheless, we do what's necessary. How you doing, Paul? Nice to see you, Phil. Hope you're well, and likewise with you, Schnepp. Always love to see the regulars back. The boys are just about to get heading out the now, so we'll be on the way in about a minute or so. Once we kind of see them out the tunnel, we'll read out the lineups one last time. But if you want to look at the table, like I said before we go live, Celtic have only made that one little slip up from the start of the year, which was of course against our fucking fiercest rivals, but afterwards they folded like a well crafted omelette, Rangers, and they fell out the game completely, basically. I mean, Dundee are closer to the Rangers than Rangers are to us, and they were behind like Aberdeen by about 15 fucking points at the start of November, so that should tell you how weird this league is, with the exception of Celtic just resuming service as normal, so to speak, you know what I mean. If you want to help out the stream, lads, please make sure to share it around, get a like, all that good jazz. Make sure that you're kind of keeping us in the loop, likes and stuff, keep us in the algorithm, all that good jazz. We know the drill, early doors. We always appreciate the ones that are in here early, but again, we're live in about a minute. So again, line-up time. Let's start with the home side. We've got a miss of starting in between the sticks with Wright, Lopata and Randall playing as the back, well, more or less back three, but again, it's more or less a 5. I know Google says it's this fucking thing, it's clearly not. Brown and Armon are going to basically be those false and kind of, let's say, frustrating kind of full-back, left wing-back type scenario, you know what I mean. Campbell carrying this bit of the midfield three with, of course, Chilvers and Hale starting up front as their main strikers. For Celtic, our lineup is as follows: Schmeichel in between the sticks, Valet and Johnston are the full-backs for this one, with Trusty and Carter Vickers being our centre-back pairing. McGregor, Hatate and Jails, they're the midfield three, with a slight switch-up in terms of formation, and then the rest of the team, few changes. It might be a little bit wary, but nonetheless it should be good enough to get the job done. Yang starting on the right hand side with Furuhashi on the left, and Ida being the central man, the advance forward up front. This should be a very interesting match. Definitely not a system you would expect, given the fact that, again, Celtic have been fine over the last few matches. Maybe, again, with the exception of that Glasgow Derby match, Celtic have been more than fine from the start of this, so hopefully we should do. The membership does give you perks, virtual, but anyone can join the Discord for free. It's totally fine. It's totally free. There's a bunch of, if you go into the description, there's a, well, the name of it's there, but the boys are in the huddle and we'll be getting on their way in about a minute or so, give or take. How you doing, Omar? Nice to see you, my guy. Here we go indeed, Lizzie. Hopefully it's a good game. The boys look ready. I mean, some skin is very bright pink because of the fucking weather out there. It is not in a good position or nick, but nonetheless, it's kind of how it's going. Is my either for us? Well, I'm not sure. Let's have a look at the bench, actually. I should clarify a few things, because I know, yeah, I don't think Palmer was travelling, I know that much fairly on, but fucking Johnny Kenny's back. So that's kind of interesting with Cummings, Montgomery, but the only players that are featured, I guess, McCowan, Bernardo, Taylor and Scales maybe Ralston if we want to give Johnston a tiny little bit of a rest, but no too many key wingers, which is a bit of a surprise, so we're just going to have to go with that. But nonetheless, the ball is rolling on this screen. It is time for some fucking football, and as long as we get that, I'm more than happy. Just a half decent performance and I am content. That is all we can hope to see. We can pause this music now because we are literally underway. We'll give this a little, we'll give Google a little refresh afterwards, and it should give you the live score by now, or at the very least it will do its thing and update in about a minute or so. Well, there you go, fantastic. We got up. Oh, his father passed away. Fuck, well, yeah, I didn't see that, to be honest. There was already a half chance there. County are trying their best to force us one early. Certainly in that kind of... I mean, the pitch looks actually okay. I have to give them credit where it's due. They've done well to get the pitch into a decent enough position, but County do have the first big chance of the game. Corner swung in, headed down. And there's people actively talking about him leaving the club as well, which I'm just like, well, that was a half chance for County. You gave them respect for doing that. I think it was Chilvers that took the swing, but there was no real threat on that one whatsoever. Swung high above the ball like a rugby shot, basically. Hey then, Kel, nice to see you, man. Hope you're well, hope you're enjoying yourself. What was your opinion on the Dundee game? I don't think you would have been too very much pleased with that one, I'll be real, Kel, but nonetheless, I mean, Dundee put in a hell of a performance. Can't take anything away from them whatsoever. Yeah, genuinely. I mean, Palmer's a player that I have a lot of time and respect for. I did not know that he passed away, or his father passed away, I should say. That's... fuck, man. Definitely news you'd never like to hear, but hopefully the boys can get some goals for them. That would be nice, you know, a wee kind of like nod-on celebration for the big man would probably do them some solace. Hopefully Palmer's watching and taking it easy at the very least. You hope Cummings plays today. Is there a specific reason why, Homer? Is it just because you want to see a bit of youth getting some minutes? That's a good take in touch, so just keep it calm. Wants to play it safe, good for Jails. He'll look for any open options forward, to be fair, and he has almost found one. Gets him behind but doesn't necessarily work out. I mean, Flash, I don't know if you're listening to this one while you're watching the game alongside live, but if you are, do you want to come in at half time and give your opinions like like the analytical board people do at half time? You know what I mean? You can be Chris Boyd and Sutton, which means one of you will have to be Chris Boyd, sadly. You're going 3-0 for the boys. It's a good prediction, to be fair. I think because of the pitch conditions, it's not going to be high scoring. I'd say this is like a 2-1, 1-0 type scoreline written all over it, you know what I mean? It's just going to be one of those types of days. But I could be proven wrong. It's just because, again, the new formation, the fact that the midfielders are a bit tweaked and changed, it's not like our strongest team. We've got a striker playing left wing for some reason. There's just a few factors that don't make it seem as comfortable as it should or maybe could be, but nonetheless I'm not disappointed by it in the slightest. I think it makes sense. It's a good lineup. It should be good enough to get the job done in Dingwall, but Again, it's always open to interpretation, because if the defenders play fine, which they have done for the last few matches, honestly, they've tightened themselves up big style since that Old Firm, but the attackers need to show a bit more grace in the finish in front, and that's not exactly the greatest pass in behind for Johnston. Celtic will keep the chase on. Right idea, ball forward, and straight into Carter Vickers' hands again. I'm trying to figure out where to put that. Believe it or not, money laundering was heard on Rangers media. I mean, I suppose that's fair enough, but thankfully that ain't about us today. We ain't really going to touch on them too much. I mean, besides obviously the last performance not being exactly the greatest thing you've ever seen. Engie deserves a chance. He's been banging them in for a while. I don't want it to be another dock. I mean, I suppose that's true, to be fair. But you could make that case for anyone else that's on the bench as well then, because again, when you look at it, there's a few youngsters, right? Like, we could genuinely rely on one or two of them should we want to, I guess. But I think for me, again, I think it will depend, Chief, I'll be honest with you. It will really kind of funnel down to the fact if Celtic are winning this game comfortably, then maybe, yeah, we'll consider making that change. So it's a good pass out from Johnston. He has to go back with it at the very least, but it's a good idea. Got a Vickers to Arm. Let's see where Rangers has got this one going next to go back instead. It's not exactly the smartest decision. I would say that you have to kind of keep them under the cosh once you get into that final third, but Celtic seem to be all happy to pass it back when necessary, which isn't the greatest idea, but not the worst either. I suppose that's fair enough. Can't argue with that too much. Flush, what did you order? Or are you talking about food? I thought it was like a gift or something. Fair enough. I actually got a package in not too long ago because I ordered some stuff for my mate for like Christmas, and they came like about 2 weeks fucking later. But I've got condors now, the zero stress ones for darts. Got green ones for Celtic, and then blue ones for Scotland, like baby blue ones. How you doing, Kevin? Nice to see you, man. Been knowing his Cummings record at the moment. I suppose that's fair. But again, it's who would you take him off for? Like, you'd have to switch up one or two things to kind of make space for that, especially with the kind of tactical system that we've set up with here. You know what I mean? It's about more, I guess, perspective-based attacking, you know what I mean? Because we have got people up that side, and Valley's taking a run in right now, trying his best to force the issue. Great ball, actually. Could be a chance, and it is that kind of low cut across that I was talking about. A good amount of them have gloves on, virtual. Doesn't surprise me that one of the few that haven't is fucking Callum McGregor, because he's born and bred here. I mean, to be fair, Chateau he messaged me a belter yesterday because he took a picture of where he was in Ontario, and it was funny as fuck because he was like, yeah, -15. Heard us like that in parts of Govan. But god damn, man, absolute ruthless. That's a great ball out to the side. Might have a shot here, does go for it. Could have been something that doesn't necessarily work out in that occasion. I thought 1-0 day. Yeah, you're in the same kind of boat that I'm, Kevin. Like the pitch and maybe not the strongest lineup that we could have gone for. It kind of has a few factors that might play against us. That's a decent attack, but County have done very well. Give them credit there. That was brilliant work for the midfielder. Not sure what one it was. It could have been Nisbet there that managed to do the little step out to the side, but give credit where it's due. But Celtic still have it. Run forward. Good chance. Shot. Takes a big deflection. Ida misses a fucking sitter. Are you fucking kidding me, lad? What is your script? Do you even know where the pages are? You fat bastard. How do you miss that? You got to stick that fucking firmly in the net, son. I mean, Rio forces the shot, and it takes a very fortunate deflection for Ida, who fucking misses an easy chance. I'm left-footed and I could put that on target, fella. There is no excuse for a fucking £9.5 million striker. That is exactly why you don't get started, man, because anytime you fucking do, you miss about 4 of those again, you fat poof. Get a fucking finger out, score the next one. Starting to piss me off, the fucking strikers. Kyogo misses every fucking chance he gets handed, and Ida seems to do the same thing. Lads, respectfully, if yous are getting paid any more than fucking £2 a week for this output, it's a fucking affront to society, man, because that is an easy chance to take. It's a fantastic ball in Angels ain't taking anything away from it, but for fuck's sake, do we need to do this every match? Called fucking strikers, man. Maybe strike the ball correctly next time. Ain't no excuse. Like, Jesus Christ, that was very, very poor. Nothing else to say. Aye, they definitely needed to score that. You're absolutely spot on for it. It's a great ball in behind though. We're still keeping the press alive. That should be a foul. Yeah, eventually it's pulled back. There was a slight advantage play. County will complain about it, but he does get tripped. He was having a word with the referee, but I mean, to be fair, there's nothing really wrong with it. Kenny went through the back of him and brought him down, so I suppose there's that. Oh, sorry if you heard that little thing. I just kind of knocked it off the edge of that fucking cabinet there. There's a great ball in behind. Slight chase on. Does keep it in play, but doesn't win the 50. He'll keep the hassle on though. Good work for the arm on though. Just going to be cleared away. Back into that danger zone. Big deflection. Ida's going to get there first. Should get it into the box. Does get into the box. Good shot. Decent save. That was a little bit better. For some reason it was Johnston that had made the run all the way from fucking right back into the box to get the shot away. It does... I mean, it's not the greatest thing. I think Ida would have been offside anyway, but he was offside anyway, so even if it did go in, I don't think the goal would have stood. But I really respect that little flick on for Johnston. At the very least he tries, and that's like immediately better than what Ida fucking did about 2 minutes ago, so progress, at the very least, we take it. Alright, the pitch past expectation, because it's more or less or mostly just kind of frost, believe it or not. Well, the actual pitch itself doesn't look too bad. It's not like the ball isn't bobbling off the surface, so it's not frozen solid, but it's certainly frosted over still. That is like minus, someone said it earlier on, I believe it was -8. I wouldn't say it's a case of selling for half of what we bought them for, man, Jesus Christ, but it's a case of, like, I mean, if you're getting started in a match where goals are kind of crucial, and one of the big things that Celtic supporters have noticed of lately is that most of our goals haven't came from our fucking strikers. Missing a chance like that is really just bad. Like, it just doesn't do good for your morality, man. Carter Vickers went on a 33-1 for a first goal. Jesus Christ, man. Stick a fiver on that and you're pretty much sorted. I mean, it could happen, but again, set pieces, it would be trusted. It's more of the kind of aerial presence to get onto those types of headers. Like a well-whipped shepherd's pie. That type of unpredictable surface. But again, it's not bobbling too heavy, so it's not as if it's like, you know, rock hard. It's not as if someone falls over and someone's going to get cut up to fuck or anything, but it's a good pass. The undersoil heating's doing what it needs to do, but it's just about barely. His confidence is shot, yeah, so is fucking like Kyogo's, but again, like no matter what way you put it, that is a shot that like a 7-year-old child could at the very least put on target. Like, again, someone with a fucking missing leg could have swung and put that one on target. But it just hits the side net, and for some reason it's definitely easily the biggest chance of the game, man. But again, early doors, so it's not too much to worry about, but if we're still sitting at, you know, 0 apiece, and actually hold on a minute, because there is a good pass around, that could take a fortunate bounce. It's cleared away in the end by Lopata. A little dangerous, there's a chase on, Chilvers is on the press, good, actual really good press for County, they're keeping the pressure on, but doesn't work out there. Hale keeps the chase alive, but it's going to go back to Schmeichel in the end comfortably enough. Good stuff. If Ida scrambles a winner in Rangers against March, yeah, then we could fucking sell him for 20 million or something, because apparently that's what Norwich decided to do. Double the fucking price of him for no reason whatsoever. I mean, I said this since we signed Ida, I'm like, he's a good player in his own right, but he literally only got the extension. We only paid that much because of that fucking cup final goal. If he didn't score that, we would not have signed him whatsoever. I'm telling you that for a fact. It's a good ball over the top. The chasing behind's not really to a front four, and County will just let that one roll out for a goal kick. Simple enough. I don't think they'll be too worried about that, and this will be putting that one out relatively soon. It's 1-0 to Liverpool. Well, that's good. That's a positive. That's something to smile about. We'll take that in a heartbeat. Very, very nice. Don't know what we should set the like goal for this. I think, I mean, again, it's an early ass kick off, so I'm not going to sit there and be like 50. I think 30. If we get 30, that would be respectable. So anyone that's in chat, if you all decide to like this right now, then I think we'd hit the goal already. Best things for the algorithms. I don't think we've gained any subscribers, but we'll check anyway just in case. We like to shout out every time that we do get one. It's a good pass out of the back for corner, just back to Schmeichel though. Okay, fair enough, can't really argue with it. Should have moved that one a bit faster, but again, County are penciled in deep. They're more than happy to kind of let Celtic have control of the ball. Like I said, it's going to be that set defensive style that we kind of know County for, but again, they have found their feet in terms of form over the last few games, so they know that defensively they are quite capable. They haven't conceded too many goals in that time, but they're up against probably one of the best offences in the league, if not the best offence in the league. It's a lovely pass in behind, some real good dilly-dally in there, but again, he's going to have to get forced back one way or another, Valet, so he ends up cutting that across, trust it to Carter Vickers, and there might be a break up that right-hand side instead. Decent play into space, there's some good passing going on here, a little bit better from Celtic as a whole, played out to the left. Valet might go for that quick cross, does go for that quick cross, headed up and away. Johnston will try his best to force the issue. It's well dealt with, I think, in the end there by Campbell. Bit of a chase down. That's good. Brilliant tackle for Johnston, and apparently it's a foul, because of course it is. Johnston's asking, he's like, how I won the ball. If you had a lip reader, you can tell he's quite frustrated by that one. But there was definitely nothing wrong with it. He just shoulders his man off it. His man goes down as fucking, you know, like a bag of rocks. Stephen Hawking would have been. What a finish. 28 minutes too long for that Liverpool goal, even if it is for the B team. I mean, fair enough. Who was it they're playing? Because I genuinely didn't know. I thought they were playing later on. Oh no, we've given the ball away. That is a big mistake. Big place to give the ball away. Chance for County. It's in the back of the... Oh, was it in the back of the net? I thought it was for a second. I think they just missed a big chance themselves. Very similar to Ida. I think he's just hit the side netting. Although that one's a bit more forgivable because it's for outside the box. Oof. That is a massive chance for County. How the fuck did they miss that? Chauffeurs with a belter of a chance, hits it hard on the right, and yeah, very similar to Ida's. If he sticks it on target, it becomes a hell of a lot more of a problem, but thankfully for us, he doesn't get too much contact off the shot. Oof, that could have been dangerous, so I'll tell you that for a fact, man. Trusty statement into Carter Vickers did not help that situation whatsoever, and the shot's well struck, but oh damn, that's a wake-up call that we kind of need. Celtic know that they can't be doing that too much this game. But again, County have came out with a bit of force and a bit of passion about them, so you can't take any credit away in that sense either. Gregor's having words with the referee about something that's been held up. At least he's having well, at least they're having a laugh about it, the County player, McGregor, and the referee enjoying themselves. It's a good pop-up, but Valley's going to have to take that awkward touch, and he does very well, actually. Oh, how you doing, Loads? Nice to see you, man. Apparently trustees complain about the temperature. Welcome to Scotland. Exactly that, man. -8, that's relatively normal. Especially for January, you know what I mean? We've still got a fucking few months before we're hitting spring territory. That's a great challenge for either, but it's going to take that fortunate bounce, and it's going to be a County throw-in anyway. Kind of hard to describe how the opening kind of 18ish minutes have been in this game, but it's been very... How would I put this? Weird. I think that's probably the best way I can put it. It's very weird, right? It doesn't feel like it's been too convincing as a whole, but I think for the most part we've played fine. It's a good... could have been a good slip inside. I think they're going to have to retake that throw anyway. showing the average Celtic positions, and yeah, as you would expect, Celtic are pressed very firmly up the pitch. It's a good switch forward. It's going to be a punt up. Good take. Actually, a lovely touch, to be fair, for County. Nisbet funnels it back. Good pass. It's good for Money. That's sent forward as well. The knock-on's on, and they could be in behind. Hale's waiting for it in the box. The ball takes a good, fortunate deflection, but good tackle. Carter Vickers, and I think it was offside on the break, or on the build-up, I should say. Anyway, there's going to be a break in play regardless, so yeah, it was offside quite comfortably. County strikers have been watching Ida's video and scoring. Right, basically, lads, what you do is you get into the box and then you miss it. Life is good, you know what I mean? Occasionally you'll score a tap-in and that will save your contract, that's about it. You see folk in Florida when it's like 18 degrees Celsius complaining when it's cold. I know, by the way. There's a lassie that I'm speaking to that's like from fucking Louisiana, man, and like she's always like fucking 24 degrees or something. It's a wee bit chilly. I'm like, are you kidding me? 24 degrees and I'd be outside with a fucking, like, try to get a tan. Look, there is levels to this game. Oh shit. Yang stayed down. That's not good considering the fact that we don't have too many winger options, but I think he took a bit of a sore one. Oh, he did actually, aye. It's not intentional for the County player. I'm pretty sure the player did not mean that whatsoever. It just kind of catches him on the follow through. He won the ball cleanly, so there's nothing wrong with it. And Yang is on his feet, so that's good to see. Liverpool playing accurate. Oh, FA Cup, who cares then? Man, I don't even think Liverpool fans care about that game. Well, corner kick chance for us here. I'm going to swing this one in. Hopefully looks for anyone on the higher up part of this pitch. Don't play it short, that's all I'm asking. You don't win those. I mean, in fairness, it wasn't short, but it wasn't long either. It was firmly kind of in between. Good break. Ball over the top is dangerous. How's your control? Very calm for Yang. I like that, actually. Funnels it out. Might be a ball into the box. It could be dangerous. Finds a way through. Bobbles up and cleared away, I think, by White in the end there. I'm not too sure. Currently 23 at midnight. Oh, aye, but you live in, like, are you in Southeast Asia or am I tripping balls? I don't think you could be. Either way, very good weather. We'd take that now. Yeah, just pish anyway. Listen, I wouldn't say he's like bad. It's just the fact that if he gets injured, there's not many options that we can bring on. It's just showing Johnny Kenny there, just vibing, enjoying himself. To be fair, he did have a really good like stint out on loan in the Irish League, so who knows? That's always right, kind of South Asia. Falls on that kind of continent anyway. That's a good ball forward. Did you used to live in Russia and he went out at -1 Celsius? Got a hat, he's on a jumper and shorts. Ah no, Russians are different level, man. What do you mean it's -35? That is great weather to go out for a run. We can finally hang up my clothes. Is Q will touch the ball yet? Very rarely. I mean, he's getting occasional knock-ons, but not very much. I was very confused by why he was even playing out on the left-hand side of the pitch in the fucking first place, but for some reason that's what we've decided to do, so can't argue with it too much. County will have the ball. Try their best to force it forward. A good pass, actually. Again, their balls out to the right have been very decent, actually. I have to give them credit where it's due. Big bounce up. County will try their best to kind of funnel it. Oh, I thought he was going to try and win the throw-in. Doesn't. Tries to be clever and Celtic win the ball back, so Celtic can maybe break here. Good touch. There's claims for a handball, but it's going to be funneled back out to Kyogo, so advantage played. Referee for once made a good advantage call there. Brendan must see something in Yang. I don't know. Maybe an reminiscence of his older like younger days. I don't fucking know. That's a great ball into the box. Hold on a second, chance. Johnston. Back to that. Oh, good control for on. He's going to hold up. It's a good take inside. Have a crack. Big man has a crack. Takes a bounce. And County get it clear. At least it was a shot of sorts. We gain credit for doing as much as that. At least we're not just trying to dilly-dally around the edge of the box the whole time. County win the ball back. Should have maybe been a foul, but referee was play on in that regard as well. Celtic try and pip the ball back, and I think that's going to be a County throw-in. Now there's a County throw-in. Kyogo isn't going anywhere. I've seen all those rumours about him potentially fucking going out to the MLS. Man, I found that shit hilarious. That is not going to happen. Don't worry for a second. Like, Kyogo might not be like hitting the fucking pristine, you know, form that he usually is known for, but he's not MLS bad right now, you know. I can play out there, I get that. It's the same way Rio can technically play left back, but it means if, well, you know, have you seen Rio playing as a left back? You would be very confused. That's a ball into the box. It's dangerous. There's a bundle over there. There's definitely shouts for a pit. Look, Rio does get pushed, but it's going to be a case of I mean, it doesn't win the fucking ball. Let's have a look. Drags him, pushes him. That's 2 fucking forms of penalty contact, man. I'm sorry, that's a pen. Doesn't win the ball. Grabs at his shirt, pulls at his arm, nothing given. Just play on. Right, we'll remember that when County fall in the box about 20 minutes from now and they get a penalty for fucking way less. That's ridiculous, man. Not even a check. I get it's because Rio goes down about a second after the contact, but it's because he's trying to keep the ball in play because he's an honest player and not a diving bell end like half the fucking players in this league. Because if he just dives like everybody else fucking would do in that point, it's a straight penalty, no questions asked. Tries to be fucking fair, gets punished for it. No wonder everyone's a diving bastard nowadays. And Giles gets it in the midfield. Gonna have to shake that one off as well. That's a sitter missed and a penalty definitely not given, so fantastic. Referees had his moment. Hopefully that doesn't happen for the rest of the fucking match. Be consistent. Horrible, man. Guess that's what happens when you have a bunch of fucking referees that get their licences out of cereal boxes, man. Caden is not best pleased. Caden is not best pleased in the slightest. That's a good ball forward, but Carter Vickers is more than happy to stand his ground there. We got a little bit of a roll up. Well, there's a smaller break in play. Aye, man, it's been a pretty busy week in general for me, I would say. Honestly. I mean, I hope for the most part yours have been a lot less hectic, but I had to go to fucking Hermiles and do a bunch of shit up there, which was fun and fine and dandy and totally not annoying whatsoever. And I had a coughing fit while getting a fucking exam. That's a good ball forward, hold on. Chance for us to do something. We're kind of slightly getting to that territory where I'm realising that maybe that 1-0 type of scenario should maybe actually play out, because it's kind of a bit fucking... You'd be utterly fit to go anywhere near Moscow right now. Yeah, I mean, I suppose so, but at least Russia have stayed the exact fucking same. They've never hidden the fact that they're a bunch of arseholes, and you can respect them for that. They've stayed the exact same regardless if they've been the fucking Soviet Union, the USSR, whatever you want to call them. Whatever version of Russia's existed, it stayed mostly the same. It's every other fucking country that's changed to fucking cater to rainbow people. No disrespect or anything, but there's a bunch of people in Russia that actually speak a way more sense than you'd give them credit for. There's a chance for County to do something with potential note here, but they're going to have to kind of play out from the back. But the passing up the right hand side has genuinely been fantastic. I cannot say a bad thing about them. Like, whatsoever. They're giving themselves a decent account. They're not really getting shots on target. That might be the slight issue, I would say. But for the most part, I'd say they've done a much better job than, say, like a St Mirren would usually do, where they just sit in the whole fucking time and wait for one break. If I said go, they'd get 2 penalties for that. Oh. I was going to say that could have been a foul for either side, but I think it's going to count his way in it has. Yeah, the people are sound as fuck. That's exactly what I was trying to say, Kate. They don't care. They make their opinions clear, and if you don't like it, they'll just tell you to fuck off. I respect that a lot. When's the Champions League start back up again? For us, it's 11 days from now. 22nd, we go up against Young Boys, and that's the last home match, and then we play Villa on the 28th, I think. Can I do have it in the box? I'm not sure if that's a corner kick or something. Might have just been... it's a corner kick, fair enough. Anyway, Matthew, nice to see you, man. Hope you're well, hello to you as well, fella. Well, can I play it short? Ball into the box is awful, though I have to be honest, I can't really... I mean, his reaction says it all, just an arm up and a kind of type of look. Do not a Liverpool, fantastic, we'll love to see it. I mean, we can check a bunch of scores at half time if it makes it easier for you, so I've got no kind of quarrels or problems to do so. It's a great ball forward actually, there's a chance for County getting behind again here, that's a great challenge for Trusty, but County's bundled his man down there and there might be a card coming out. There is a card coming out. It's going to be Kenny. I mean, honestly, I'd just say that's a foul. Refereeing inconsistency, non-existent once again. Two-handed push and an arm pull and all that shit, no penalty. Like, an actual attempt to get the ball, yellow card. Referee's inconsistency is on full fucking display once again. Fantastic. We need to get professional referees, that's all I'm saying, because this is a bit... That's good for him, just step inside, don't let him get too close. It's not exactly the pass I was expecting, he goes all the way back to Trusty, and the pass even then wasn't particularly fancy. Still had to chase it back. Who scored the second, Stephen? Out of curiosity for Liverpool, because I know it's mostly youngsters, alright, like, would it be like a Harvey Elliott type situation? That's a great ball forward, hold on a second, Celtic are on the break here, go on. Ball in is dangerous, how's your first touch? Horrible, for some reason he tries to go back outside, but the ball's been spilled into the area, dangerous, still dangerous, have a shot! Does have a shot and it curls over everybody. Orn just looks to the heavens for a half second as if to say, God damn it, but the ball into the box initially was very dangerous. Don't know what Kyogo was doing with the first attempt he passed, but it takes a very fortunate bounce, I think, off of Lapata. I can't speak firmly true to it. Could have been Armand, honestly. But when it bounces up, it kind of falls in just edge of the area, and 27 gets his ball, well, gets his foot around the ball, but can't keep it down, I should say. And that one sways and sails over the ball, no real problems or fuss there. I don't think Rodgers has a reason to leave this time. It's not as if the board haven't been giving him what he wants. That's a good ball forward, but there's going to be a chase down and a half. Good composure, can't take anything away from County there, just play it back towards. And my son is just going to send it high and forward. He'll wins the first knock on, but it's still dangerous. County will keep the pressure alive, but it's Carter Vickers with the ball. The passing behind is not too good. Rodgers John Darius. Make sure that I tell Ida that his family doesn't love him, so he plays better. Make sure I tell Aaron to get it on target next time, and the next thing I'll put on target is the gun on his fucking wife's head or something when they get married. For that type of shit. Just go full on Northern Irish Mafia. It's been a good enough like approach to it. It's not been so bad. Like County, they've only had like, according to fucking Sky anyway, less than 20% of the ball. It doesn't feel like that. It feels like they've had a bit more of the ball than most teams would have at this point in the time. And at the very least, when they have had the ball, they've tried to go forward. So, like I said, I can't say anything bad about County's performance. They're doing exactly what you would expect, like trying to go forward when they can, but they're more than confident about trying to keep themselves defensively set. So, yeah. Tip your hat to them, but Celtic definitely are the better team in this match. Played back across to Trusty, Carter Vickers is there. I think the main concern for Rodgers is the fact that he doesn't have his usual kind of suspects off the bench he can rely on. They've just won the ball back there again and they've got some space to run into it. It's a good ball forward for Nisbet, lays it off on the overlap, and there's a bit of a kind of toss up, but the number 3 should get there before Johnston does. And he actually does make it comfortably, but they've given the ball away anyway, so Celtic can break out from the back. Lovely taking touch for Rio, spreads it across for Valet, and there might be a break on that left hand side for Celtic now. We seem to be doing a lot of our attacking down there the last 5 minutes or so. Played central, and there's a bit of a chase down. We'll opt to play the hold up touch. Johnston laid out in the edge of the area. Good ball into the box. I like the approach, and the flick up was just more than safe from the part. I just ain't taking too many risks with that one whatsoever. Flicks it over the top and away. Corner kick for Celtic, 34 minutes basically been and gone, so an interesting approach so far. Corner kick to do some dangerous stuff, and we can put them into those areas that can cause problems 100%. Go on, boys. Decent ball into the box. Just at the ball last match with pretty much the almost exact same positioning. It's a good ball in. Up and over everybody. Yeah, takes a bounce off a county player for good measure, and they just clear the lines. Celtic will retain the ball and we'll try and kind of push forward again. A lot of defensive composure for Celtic so far, but again, there's been one or two moments. Like that half chance for Chilvers is probably the first big one, I would say. And that's just not exactly the play we'd really want to see whatsoever for Celtic there. Trusty tries to kind of ping that ball in behind. It was never going to work out. Not been a good half for him at all. Yeah, it's been a good few matches where he's not really found his feet. I get that most of these players are confidence-based players, but no offence or anything. But like, I don't like people that use those excuses for professional athletes. You know what I mean? Like, if you have one off performance, like darts is a good example. If you want me to give you like if someone randomly kind of goes onto a professional stage and has one game out of like 20 where they average like 75 and then the rest of the time they average 100, then you know what the consistent level is. But Ida is so hard to gauge because despite being a big man, he doesn't score a lot of fucking like set piece type things. He's not good in the air. I mean, he's good at hold up play. It's his strength, and I've said it numerous times, his hold up play is fantastic. It's easily his best asset, but you're a striker. You're meant to kind of not hold the ball up. You're meant to run with it, and if you're just holding it up, then you're just wasting the striker spot. I think Kyogo's genuinely had more touches inside the box, and he's playing on the left hand side of the fucking pitch entirely. It's a good switch over the top. County will be forced to head that one back into the keeper's hands, and to be fair, yeah, quite literally what I was saying, Watchal. It's all well and good doing it once every now and then, but the guy's just, like, one game he'll be fine, and then for like 4 or 5 he'll be shite. It's just very confusing when you consider the fact that we paid as much as we did for him. You would expect a decent output in terms of, you know, finishing, but literally McCowan has been a better striker for us this season, and he's a midfielder that we paid £1 million for from Dundee. I don't need to say anything besides that. Oh, that's a good ball out. We need a good old-fashioned Chris Sutton type. Someone that's tall and lanky but acrobatic and knows how to fucking pass a ball. Good chance for us there. Big miss. You're fucking kidding. We've missed another sitter. It's happened again. Seems to be a fucking theme, man. First half shit syndrome, second half syndrome kicks in and we play well. Why the fuck are we doing this? How many chances do we need? Good defence for us there. We're going to have to break out from the back again. We're up for the long ball, but I don't know who the fuck he's aiming for. Nowhere near Yang whatsoever. For some reason, Ida's in the centre mid position, and again does well to hold the ball up, but that's about it. I don't understand that. Like, I get the fuck. Like, Kyogo just like, it's the right idea. I can't take anything away. Again, like literally what I was saying with Ida, he holds the ball up brilliantly, gets it down to Kyogo, but because Kyogo has to run on it, he can't take that fucking touch that he usually does. And the county keeper is trying to kind of set himself up a little bit and kind of puts himself in a better position to get that one away. It's a good save for the county keeper as well. I can't take anything away there, but given the circumstances, that's 2 big opportunities from either fucking striker on our pitch. Brilliant. Yeah, genuinely a really good save there. I can't even argue with it. Yeah, he got a shot away. Like, that's a bit more forgivable. Like, it's a sitter, but it's not like a absolute, you know, howler of a miss. It's more of a, like, fair enough, but you should have done better with it in the first place. Just as to keep himself, like, from falling over, basically. I know it's because he's trying to stop himself from, like, decking it, but just need to be a bit better position-wise. Good hold-up play for Valle, although he's giving the ball away, and there's going to be a chase down. County is there. Hale. Oh, absolutely skins his man a belter. Hold on a second, and he goes for a shot, but again, very similar to how a lot of County's shots this half have gone. Straight over the ball. Nowhere near it. But again, you respect the fact that they don't have much of the ball, but as soon as they get it, they're breaking forward in numbers. They are not playing stale football. Genuinely have a lot of respect for the way County are digging in here. But again, they're not really putting shots on target, so it's a little less more of a concern. But 5 minutes until half time, and it's not looking good, bruv. I'll be honest with you. You get your fingers out your ass, fam. Put the ball into the box and get a goal in it, mate. Come on, man. Just some football, please. Carter Vickers goes back to Schmeichel. At least we know Schmeichel is there and he's not like stood still that long that he's frozen up. Okay, it's great. I think of fucking like Kasper Schmeichel wanting to say for sure, so he can warm his arms up a bit. I know. I feel like he's got hand warmers in those gloves just so he can keep his. Oh, that's a chance actually. Ball into the box. It's dangerous. There's the goal. Brilliant, Kyoko. Fantastic, man. About fucking time, mate. I don't know how many sitters he's missed since his last goal, but that is a big finish, man. Again, don't know why he's there as the left winger, but nonetheless we take it. The ball into the box for Johnston, by the way. Pristine. Nothing about that ball was bad. That was pinch perfect, man. And you have Kyogo and Yang. Honestly, if Kyogo left that, Yang could have got his first goal in a long ass time, but Kyogo was desperate to get himself on the score sheet, and that is a good way to do it. Thank you, big man. Good to see you back on the score sheet. Let's fucking go. That's the confidence kick that he needs. That's him got his little fucking... That's his feathers ruffled. Now take off and fly, for fuck's sake, man. That ball for Johnston was absolutely beautiful. He's making the case for... Like, genuinely, him and Kuhn are my two favourite players this season. Maeda being a close third. But Kyogo's bagged himself a goal, and a good one at that. We take it. Fantastic. Good stuff. And we'll have to push and go again, but nonetheless, we needed that one before the half, like I was saying, because if you get to the 60th, 70th, 80th minute, then yeah, could be awkward, but we deal with that one well enough. Fantastic for us, man. Brilliant. And it means we can just kind of comfortably see out this one. It means County will have to come out of their gates and they'll have to throw their kind of themselves into the deep end, and it could kind of cause them a few more goals, but it's nice to see Kyogo getting on the score sheet. And that was genuinely, it wasn't a scrappy finish, it wasn't like a really, keeper should have saved it type finish. Like, that was just a genuinely lovely rolled off the left foot type of touch. I feel like if he missed that, he would have just walked down the tunnel and went home. Just misses a Notsugoi. Straight down, no real problems, whatever. Put on a fucking plate, genuinely. That ball for Johnston was superb. Because it leaves like two County players with their legs outstretched and can't take anything away from it in that sense. Post played out towards the left hand side, ball and behind could be dangerous. The overlap is on, down that. Oh, hold on, opportunity, big bounce, good shot, good save. Still dangerous. Another big save, you're fucking kidding me. We should have made it two. We've missed 3 sitters this game. Brilliant save for like a misser. You can't take anything away for the big man. It was brilliant shot stopping, but what the fuck? Like, we've finished the hardest chance of the game. We've missed all the easy ones. Cool, we could have got a brace in about 2 seconds, man. Great ball into space, still have it on the edge of the area, still dangerous. Laid off and the overlap and cross could come in, plays it short, 1-2 overlap, very nice but well defended. And Celtic will just keep themselves composed for now. We know the Kyogo was loving it. It was over everybody. There was a run on the far side and it could have been something that. I respect the hustle to try to keep that and tried to beat it to the byline but couldn't quite get there. That's damn respectable. But that save, the second one was genuinely really nice for the goalkeeper. Stands his ground and stands big, but fucking hell. Oh, that's insane. I think Chelsea was trying to avoid the shot. He was trying to avoid it so he couldn't be blamed for being in front of the goalkeeper's eye line. But nah, you can see the ball under my legs, fuck you, that counts. But, I mean, they saved it anyway, so it doesn't really matter. And Chelsea jumped like a fucking Scooby-Doo villain to let the Kyogo get the shot off. I know you can like audibly hear like the zoinks! That's a foul for Celtic, surely. Yes, we get one. I think Kyogo's actually switched to the other side and Yang's gone out to the left because Kyogo's doing a lot of barrel running down that right side now. To be fair, I think a Mog would actually have a better atmosphere. At least you can put music on. Oh, great control. Hold on a second. Chance for us to do something here. Instead, we go backwards. Fantastic. Very cool. We'll love to see it. Please don't do that again. Oh, we do appreciate it. Subscribe, by the way. Thank you very much for doing so. We try not to plug too much, but we are kind of getting close to half time, so I guess I'll do that very quickly once the kind of time comes. But just on the referee's time, a minute of additional. So got about, I mean, from this point about 40 seconds, give or take. That's a good break forward chance for us inside the box. It's tipped up and high and over everybody, and I think there might be a corner kick chance to end the half. I think Kyogo exchange a wee high five, which is nice to see. I think they need to move the mic on Sky because all you can hear is a fan calling someone going, hell yes. We'll love to see it. I've waited to get, yeah, the end of season goals getting there. We're making slow progress, but progress nonetheless, and that's all I really need to see. That's just good. Like I said, likes, subscribes, comments, these are the things I care about. The memberships are more for people that like want to actually support the channel in that way, but I'll never ask for people to become members, so it's not really something I care about too much. I just turn them on because it's something that you have to do when you want to be partnered on YouTube. Last opportunity for us to do something here. Corner kick into the box. Dangerous. So it's a pop up and straight into the hands of Massa. I thought maybe someone would try and force his hand a little bit, but we just allow it to kind of float in his hands. Nice to see you, Bill. I haven't seen you chat for a while. Hope you're well, fella. Whenever it goes down the right, you just hear some pure angry Scotsman like, "What are you doing, you mad cunt?" It's brilliant. But that's half time, and you can't complain about it too much. I would say it's kind of what you would expect. I mean, County doing what they can where they can, but for the most part, just kind of soak up defensive pressure where they can, and it's not worked out for the most part. Celtic have been the better team, and when it comes to making the chances, and thankfully towards the end of the half, we managed to get themselves in. But you've got about 15-20 minutes to go and get yourselves, as Dad's just said there. You can get yourself a cup of tea if you would like to, or go for a piss, or a wee walk to rethink your life choices if that's how you prefer things. Maybe that should be his name. Instead of Alistair, it's just Alicant. I love him though. Johnston's a baller. Right, boo time. Fucking join us, bro. I mean, I've got like the different, bro. I've got the U, not the EU. Fuck am I saying? W? Jesus Christ. Brie. It's more of an Australian. You want a fucking brew, mate? Oh, we're not doing this again. Fuck off with Brickdust Lane. We're not doing this again. Jesus Christ. Oh. I'd say that's not so bad. Let's have a look at some other games in case there have been other games. We might want to take a little gander and a wee venture just to see if any other I mean, oh yeah, and I'll later on I forgot. Any games that you want me to take a look at, let me have a. Well, tell me the now and I can go and have a little venture and a little gander for you. I know, Brickdust Lane, it's fucking woeful, isn't it? Oi, oi, oi. It definitely could be worse, I'd say, for the most part. It's funny because I'm on the little Discord thing and I can see Flash and Shootle having a wee discussion with themselves, but I don't want to obviously bring them in if they're not wanting to talk on stream. That's totally fine. I'll tell you what, man, I'm tempted to just start up a fucking football team. Like, buy over Albion Rovers, right? If I win the lottery, I'll buy over Albion Rovers and I'll rename the stadium Brickdust Lane. Know what I mean? Well, we've got the new nickname. Call ourselves the Brickies. Anytime we win, right, do you know, like, let's see what like, the Portland Timbers do whenever they have, like, that guy that, like, cuts a bit off of a tree every time they score. We just have someone I don't even think I can do the motion without getting banned, but just have someone do a line on the side and then let them fucking run free, see what happens, you know what I mean? Oh, it's a great goal for McKinney, he's over there at their line, brilliant! While the referees are checking the lines to make sure if he's offside, the manager's doing 3 on the touchline to make sure he's ready. Like that type of shit, that'd be funny as fuck, man. There maybe needs to be a film, a comedy film made for like, something along those lines, that'd be funny as hell. Beat Rangers at home in March, win the title before the split. I'm pretty sure we've already got the title wrapped up, signed, sealed and delivered. Rangers at home are good. Rangers away from home, it's like 2 different teams, you know what I mean? I don't know if there's like an example you could pick for like other leagues, I guess, or even other sports, but I don't know. They just kind of like, do you know, like the Harlem, who's it the Harlem Globetrotters always fucking play? Like the team that always travels with them just to lose every fucking time. Like that's what they kind of feel like a little bit. The linesman has a whole new meaning, exactly it, man. It's not even a flag at this point. It's just balanced on the edge of it, man. He sticks it out like that and you just see a wee bit fucking... Oh, God. Nah, man. The way they do that whatsoever. Aye, man. 64 Zoo Lane has a whole different fucking meaning now. Whole different type of animal that lives down that alley now. Get a fucking VAR check to see if the whole line's been taken. Just the commentators on the side. After further VAR review, I think the goal's been disallowed because he didn't take the whole line. That was meant to be 2 grams. He's only took 1.5 grams. Something's happened there. I think it's going to be overturned on that basis alone. Just some dude in the side, like the fucking club president or whatever's just some fucking LA like suffer, you know what I mean? They walk in, mate, we're hemorrhaging money because of all this money that we're spending on shit that isn't football related. Just like, I don't care, man. We're just here to have a good time. I don't care at all. It's like, no offense, but everyone's happy, man. They're going home happy. I'm happy. Everyone's happy. Nobody has to care. Now I'm gonna go and get drunk and just like, you know, that type of shit. It's just showing all the Celtic chances back, and I'm realising that we genuinely have missed at least 4 actually brilliant chances. God fucking damn. The more you know, I suppose. The more you know. I'll just pull up my phone. I just realised, oh wait, shit. Just realised my mate messaged me. That might be for the things. Ah, bless these all fucking work. I'll do that. I'm making like a flyer thing for my mate who's performing next month. In case you're curious, by the way, he's performing at like a place in Airdrie. I'm making the fucking flyer for him that's going to be put around the towns and stuff. Just make sure all these pictures are decent enough quality. Oh, good enough, good enough. Jesus Christ, you can imagine that. This is a shocking display from United. Look, their target man's trying to let the struggles out the bar, been really off their game today. Hasn't he really found the lines? He can't get between them because his nostrils have been closed up like the defence today. Absolutely woeful performance, woeful supply, woeful gear. It's been a bad day all round. You know what I fucking mean? I hate that drug with a passion as well. That's the ironic part. See if there is one drug that I genuinely despise with every fibre of my fucking being, it's that one. It's cost me so much in life. Not me personally, right? I've never been addicted to this shit, but fucking hell, man. Instead of the magic sponge, it's just magic shrooms. Oh, get them perked up and ready to go. God damn. Imagine that, man, just like 22 prime athletes completely off the rocker, man. It'd be like 22 Vinnie fucking Jones that attacking each other. Oh god. That's bad fortune. Jesus. For fuck's sake. I can't, that doesn't even surprise me, Kel. That actually makes sense. That's definitely something you would see in Mexico 100%. My name is Cocaina. I'm here to mess you up, brother. You're going to get me step, hombre. You know, that type of shit, you know what I mean? Magic sponge dipped in I am, bro. Jesus Christ. The gay version of It's cocaine's mortal enemy, more than gay. Oh no, like, Jesus, you imagine that? Fucking hell. Can't even argue with that one in the slightest, fair enough. Valid, honestly. I mean, we won't be speaking about this when the second half starts, so I clarify. But, nonetheless. Oh. That's amazing. Oh. Do you know, that's what I've been thinking about doing as well, to be honest with you, is like, see, because people know me as like the commentary guy. Well, I've discussed it with Flash once or twice before as well, where he's thinking about doing like a mad like Rocket League tournament or something, and I would just commentate over it. That type of thing. Just be as sarcastic as humanly possible, because I've only met a couple of Flash's friends, but I think they all find me very strange, but not like weird strange. It's more like this guy's like unique, and I think that's cool. But I want to do something along those lines. Like I want to get involved with like games a bit more and stuff like that. Like again, I've got a darts board. In fact, I can show you this at half time. Actually, I can show you. I mean, I don't know if Flash is still watching because he's still discussing shit with Chateau there, but I can show you the condos I got. Hello, it's me again, your boy. He's back. He's back to show you some shit how he got, I suppose. But yeah, condors. They are very, very nice wee things. These are like the zero stress ones, so you can actually like bend them and they don't pure like fucking snap instantaneously. But I really like the blue ones. Because the blue ones, I mean, don't get me wrong, I know it's like coloured with a certain type, but I just use them as like darts for like Scotland reasons. But these ones are fucking stunning. I love the blue ones because it's like solid at the base and then it's clear at the top, so it's like a mad. I mean, my lighting thing doesn't really give it justice, but they look very beautiful in real life, and that's all I need to say. I want to do stuff like that. So it's one of those, you know what I mean? I think for me personally, I want to kind of get like some of that. Like, and the other ones, what are they? Oh, no. These are the ones that I got my mate for his Christmas. He keeps them here because we play darts down here whenever he comes down, but they are just the white ones. Very simple, very effective, very nice. The second half's about to get underway relatively soon. Wrestling, boxing, darts, horse racing. I had an interest long gone now, so for them all total fakers. I mean, darts is having a bit of a resurgence, I'll be honest with you, you know what I mean? Just they all find me very strange and boggled. Who does? Everybody. They tungsten. The ones that I've got, yeah, they're pretty much like the cheapest Swiss points you can get. I got different points on the end, so these ones are like the fancier ones. These are like 30mm, but these are exos. They're called. They're like 90%. They're very, very nice. They're small darts. I didn't realise that when I bought them. I thought the barrel would be a bit longer, but it's only taken a bit to get used to them. And to be fair, I'm kind of hitting my mid-50s high split. The best game I've had with these was a 11 leg game where I averaged 64. I'd say that's been my best since I've got these new flights anyway. I watched wrestling for years, I know, same year, man. I think the last time I genuinely watched like a WWE match would have probably been like Brock Lesnar versus The Undertaker. Like, ever since Undertaker like lost his WrestleMania streak, I just lost my interest for it. Because I mean, my wee brother was he was the one that was obsessed with wrestling. K-Flex, I do have K-Flexes. They are condors. The K-Flexes are over there in the corner. I just have a pair of black ones. But these are different ones. These are like the ones that kind of, like I said, they can wiggle and they don't break. And I prefer that because both of my K-Flexes, the two pairs I've bought, one flight on each of them has broken because like I've thrown it to like step aside and throw across, and then it will hit the like. I mean, what's a good example? Like you'll throw it and then it will hit like that part of the dot, and it will just snap off. Like it's happened twice, so I decided to try something different with these ones. And again, one of my, I think Flash uses condors, and he recommended that they were pretty good for these types of things. Aye, pool is your. I mean, I lost to my sister at that shit. I'm not even like slightly hinged. I think County have got some changes coming on. I should point that out. White and Kenny, or is it White that's coming on? Sorry. There's some changes that are actually more or less fine. No, my dad's genuinely unbeatable at fucking pool, man. That's like bread and butter. I'd say like darts is more my bread and butter now, because I've gotten a lot better at it. Like, see, ever since I started playing it seriously, I should say, because I've only been playing it seriously for the past like, I would say like actually properly the last like 8 months or so. Like since I got that dartboard that's up there, because I got that in I think the start of February, so. Well, last year I should say, so give or take, yeah, just under a year. And I mean, my average has gone up a fair decent bit. I've had some good legs, but I mean, me and Flash had a 13 dart double leg once. That was a very strange moment, because he hit a 180, then I hit a 140, then he left it down. Yeah, I think it was almost a 12 dart. Played 4-3-01s last night. 5-01s is how I play. I like playing long form type of formats. But the second half's about to get underway, so we're going to switch back to the other screen. Boom. Just so you can get a little gander for when we do kick off, because we're about to get rolling almost any moment now. A wee second would be nice, but if not, then at least my 1-0 prediction's right, and I'll take that to the grave. That'll be very cool, because it means I'm right 3 games running. I really should be considering, I should start betting. Because my prediction rate is about 65-70% this season, which isn't as good as last season. Last season I was fucking cracked, but still pretty good. But I do want to see an Ida goal. I know like a lot of people think I don't like Ida. I do very much like Ida. I love the guy's passion for the game, but I just need to see some output to kind of justify him being in the starting 11. If not, then I want to see some minutes for Cummings anyway, because, I mean, I'm very much in agreement. I want to see some moments for the youngsters, make sure that they're fit and ready to go for the future. I know, by the way. It's fucking painful, that one, but see, to be fair, I ain't too fussed about it. It was a brilliant leg in general. Nothing bad about it whatsoever. Stop betting it on drop to 20, I know, that's why I don't want to stop betting. That's what I always say to my pals and everything as well. It's like that, like, I'd be that motherfucker that would be correct every single time up until I actually have something, like, of value on it, and then I'd immediately lose. I'd be that type of motherfucker that would go to, like, a casino, bet it all on red or black, and then it would land in the fucking green. Like, it would land in, like, 00 green just that one time. That's my luck. Like 3-1s for practice because it gives you the best of both, equal practice on doubles and treble 20s, 501s gives you less doubles practice and gets you the more important bit faster. I suppose, but I just prefer playing 501. Practice, I'd do a bunch of different ones, like cricket's a fun game to play. That was a half chance already, that's a good chance already, and I tell you what, Yang nearly got a goal. But gentlemen, Yang nearly scored a goal. It wasn't the greatest shot of all time, I'll be fully honest with you, it was straight at the fucking legs of a misser, but still, I respect that a lot. I very much do. I need to see who the other change was for County because I totally missed who it was, but I think it was someone came on for Hale, which would have been, I think, Kieran Phillips. So Phillips and White are on, that's fine. That's all I needed to confirm. Back to this screen. It's like I said to you, Virtual, like, County have been very good defensively over the last 4 or 5 games or so. If you actually look over them, the keeper's been a big part of that. It's a good break forward for County, and they're looking away, they're looking to try and find a way to get in, I should say, but so far so good for us. A good pass across the face of the box as well. We're going to have to move it a bit faster than that. Round the clock with doubles and trebles is a great way to practice. Damn fucking straight. Let's see. The one thing that I've realised is maybe I need to get like thicker barrels just slightly, because the way that I throw it's like very cross cut. Like I don't do that shit that like do you know how like was a good example, like if you look at a traditional classic player that everybody would know, like a Bristol where he would stand and have it like straight to his eye. I don't do that shit. I like throw way out here. Like if I'm short, like, I do that and throw across and it works just as fine. It's all about comfort, I suppose. But I'm brilliant at 20s. I am very good at 20s, but I can hit treble 20s almost every time I aim at them now, which is quite nice. But my doubling's about 30% at the best of times, about fucking 10% of the worst. We'll kind of limit the talk about darts for now until there's a break in play or something, but for the moment Celtic have just had a very calm opening 5 minutes. Besides that chance from Yang, it's been very side to side, but Celtic are maintaining the ball more comfortably than you would expect, and again it is Kyogo playing out on that right hand side. It's a good switch up I've seen here, because it gives Young that chance to cut in. Ball into the box is dangerous. How the fuck does that get over you, Ida, big man? Respectfully, man. You got to wake up here. Just a tad faster. Nice, good switch across. Keep it on the floor and keep it simple. Spun into play. Touch isn't the greatest from Yang, but it's dealt up and held up well. Good work for Valet there. Trusty gets it, switches it back to the skipper, and we might go forward again. Played out towards the left. Accrington trying to make a game out of it. We've managed to drag one back, Jules. Oh, the practice boards. I always see people with those, but I just can't justify buying one. Like, I nearly had a heart attack when I fucking paid like 80 quid for that one up there. 10's always been your favourite. Double 10 is a good double to go for. 16s, 8s, 4s, I'd say they're kind of the safety ones as well. But the one that I'm surprisingly okay at, which is like weird, is double 15. I don't know why, it's probably because it's very close to where double 10 is and it's like a tiny little adjustment, but I'm not sitting here and saying I'm good or anything. I'm still very bad at the game. If you put me up against a professional, I would never win a leg. Maybe I'd win one occasionally, but still got about 20 to add to my average before I'd consider myself good enough to be slinging it with the big boys. Long way to go on that front. But my dad used to be really fucking good at pool, to the point where he genuinely could have played with the pros and stuff like that. You know what I mean? He used to play them a lot when he was younger anyway, in bars and stuff. So one thing, I can't say anything else. If there's one thing my dad has given me, it's love for sports. County's getting a player seen to them now, that's why I'm just talking shit. They're still seeing him. They might have to make another slightly early change, maybe one that they wouldn't like to make, but he seems to be staying down for now, so I guess that's what we're going to have to just wait and see out. It's always the odd doubles right beside key ones that you actually realise are quite... Like, the worst one I will always say is double three. Double three is easily the most irritating fucking double on the board, because no one really goes for double 19 or double 17 unless you have to. So that double three, if you leave it, it's like most of the time I'll go for the 2 and split. Looks like they're going to have to be forced into making a change by the looks of it. I'm going to take a gamble on their own front, maybe make a switch up here, which isn't too bad. I suppose that's fair, but again, when I watched the World Championship, there were a good few legs that were won on either double 2 or like... It would be like 24 left, and then they would go inside 12, inside 6, and then inside 3, and then they would win double 1. Like, that was a very common face. It's going to be Laporte, but actually their best defenders coming off. It's going to be Jack Greaves that comes on, which is a bit of a... Probably not the ideal scenario for County, because again, Laporte has been involved in a lot of the good this game. The big Paul's done a lot for them, so... It'll be interesting to see how they adjust that. It's a good switch across, and County immediately get Greaves involved in the play up forward, and maybe there's a breakdown. That side ball in is dangerous, but there's 2 Celtic bodies covering that one, and I think Carter will just pick out Schmeichel. No real danger there. Played central, calm enough. Nice for the big Dane. We'll love to see that. That's exactly my thinking. Like, see if there's a good double to practice on, if you're asking me honestly, is double 18, because if you go inside, double 9's one of those ones where you have to think, do you want to split it or do you want to just go straight at it? It's a good break forward, could be something on the inside here. Good switch across anyway, comfortable enough. Trusty's just looking for any open options down that left hand flank. Good touch for Yank. Nice, lovely touch for Carter, opens up the trap shot, but the pass is woeful. Not the best thing I've ever seen for Carter, I'll be honest with you, but comfortable enough. Nothing too bad, but nothing too great on that one. It's going to be a County ball. Double 1 practice, mate. Oh shit, I just dropped something. Something fell there. Something went fucking missing. I think that was the lighter actually, if anything it was. Aye, double 1s, double 9s, 3s, 6s, those are the kind of awkward ones. It's a good play inside. We've got to maybe take advantage of this quick throw-in, which we sort of do. Although County do retain it enough. Celtic have bodies forward to put the pressure on. Kyogo tries to snap at the heels there, but that's a brilliant breakaway. Can't take anything away from Nisbet whatsoever, and now they're on a bit of a break themselves. Run forward is on. Phillips tries his best to kind of get in between the space, doesn't necessarily work out, and it's going to be I think a County throw-in. I'm not too sure, I'll be honest with you, but Yang's dropping in a bit deeper than usual, which is always nice. Yeah. Absolutely agree with that one, cool. I suppose it's a bit an out left field question, right? Like, if you were to think about what type of throw you have, who would you say you mimic? There's a decent ball into the box and dangerous, although I think it's going to be, I mean, the referee's doing this motion, which means that someone's pulled and pushed, so I think it's going to get retaken. I think the referee didn't like what he seen right as the cross came in, so it's going to be attempt number 2, and Trusty and Greaves are still hanging all over each other. Gives Greaves credit, man, he's fucking standing up against Trusty more than fine. Ball into the box is dangerous, it's headed up by a Celtic shot, ironically enough. Clear away. Decent ball in for County again, they're trying their best to force it. They might actually force another good shot here, but they opt to play it out again. That's definitely something I've seen Celtic do a lot. Ball banged in and high, good header and over the top. There's a bit of a chase down here, County will get that. Good step inside, lovely move. Ball in for County. They're trying their best to go direct. There's a good ball and switch again. Ball's whipped across. That was dangerous. The County fans are claiming for a corner, and it is. That's an interesting one. I mean, it's an awkward one because there's a bundled body there, I'll be honest. But again, if you're going off of this challenge in the first half that County got away with, that is soft as fucking comparison. I don't care what anybody says. You're fucking kidding me, they're actually going to give that, aren't they? Well, so, right, hold on a second. So, in the first half, County do all this shit and they get away with it, no problem whatsoever. And yet, when we do it, it's no questions, no VAR check, no confirmation. Are you fucking kidding me? Are we doing the classic one set of rules for one team, another set for another? Because that seems a bit dodgy, I'll be fucking real with you right now. Because that is way less harsh than what County got away with in the first half. Because there was a fucking two-handed pull and a shove on the back of him, goes down, nothing's given, no check whatsoever, but they're fucking being very scrutinous about this. I think the main question is if that County player's offside on the build-up, which he doesn't look like he is there. It looks like the County player's looking for it a bit, but I'll be honest, this shouldn't fucking stand. I get there's contact, but again, if you're going by consistent refereeing rules, what you fucking didn't check in the first half would have definitely been a penalty by that standard. So if you fucking give this, that is piss poor, man. No, I've nothing else to fucking say. Classic SFA deciding to give one fucking team a benefit of the doubt and not giving the other team. He's still checking it. They've lined it up ready to go though. But I'll be honest with you right now, that is not a penalty in my fucking eyes. Not by the rules that you set in the first half, you pink fucking shirty twat. I even made the joke, man. I even made the joke that County would fall over in the box and they get a penalty based on that shit. And guess what? Seems like it seems to be the fucking case. So Rio can get pushed and prodded and shoved and grabbed, and that's totally fine. But for County, it's fine. They just need to fall over with minimal contact, right? Cool. They're going to get handed a chance. Honestly, disgusting that they've got away with that one. Nonetheless, it's going to be an interesting one. 60 minutes on the clock, near enough, and it's going to be County's step up to put this in the net, potentially to tie the game up. And I mean, as well as they played at times, this is not justified whatsoever in my eyes. They're going to step up to take it. Straight into the bottom corner, sent Schmeichel the wrong way and it's tied up, it's good enough. And fucking, did he just do a dart celebration? Are you fucking listening to me, pal? Has he got an earpiece in? Is he just listening to the conversation against darts? I mean, it's a great penalty, can't take anything away from it, but should the penalty have been given? I'll be honest with you, not really. Very iffy. I want clarification as to why the first one wasn't given, but that one was. Because it's way softer. That one is way softer, about fucking half as a penalty claim. Because as soon as Johnston makes contact, he hits the ground like a sack of potatoes, and it's what I said in the first half as well. Because Rio tries to be an honest player and stay on his feet for that little bit longer and he goes down after the contact, referee's not going to be interested. But because this fucker just hits the deck as soon as he's touched, yeah, he's going to get the penalty. Fucking stupid, man. That's what happens when you don't have professional referees monitoring your leagues. There's just no consistency. And I don't give a fuck about the fact that County have got the penalty, but again, if you're going back to that first decision, it's ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous, and that's been nice about it, man. Stupendously bad for the referee, but nonetheless, that's football, right? You're not going to get everything go your way, but that's fucking dumb. Don't care what anybody says. I wouldn't honestly blame you in the slightest, Flash. I'm just confused. Like, where's the consistency levels? Non-existent. Edge of the box, shot for Young, or was that Rio? One of the two of them. It was cut back from Young, I think, to Rio, and then the shot was straight into Ennis's hands. But god fucking damn it, man. Right, well, I guess we need to have a bit of a bounce back performance, which is fine, but not ideal, I'll be fully honest. About 28 minutes, whatever's left of additional time should be good enough. Can this why is the like that? Play back to Schmeichel, don't panic. Doesn't necessarily panic that. Well, I guess I know what we have to do. Next time we're in the box and we get touched, fall over. Doesn't matter if you want to get the shot, we just fall over. Get the fucking foul. Ugh, not good. Fair enough, Watchalong's not too happy. I don't honestly blame him in the slightest either. Man. That is generally just a painful one. But can you do it? People in the box, they're definitely going to swing this in high, 100%. There it is, high swing up. Still awkward. I might want to do a bit better there. Valet eventually stands his man up. Good stuff. And then Yang forgets how to take a touch. Get him off the fucking pitch respectfully, man. This is the issue about coming into a game. You're bored, so you came back. What happened? They got a penalty that shouldn't have been a penalty in my eyes. I mean, it was a penalty, I guess, but again, Rio's in the first half was definitely more of a fucking penalty than that will ever be. And again, it comes down to that same question of referees' consistency, man. It's different every decision. Just play by the set fucking rules. Because I mean, even the commentators are sitting there saying now, like, oh, it's because there was no contact, he didn't get a touch on the ball. I didn't recall the fucking challenge in the first half having any contact on the ball either, so it's one of those. You have to kind of look at it and be like, it is what it is, but at the same time, it's funny because, again, like, where's the fairness for both teams? Why is it like one team gets a different set of rules, the other gets another? But for fuck's sake, man, just like make the same type of calls. Ball's played over the top, there's a bit of a chase down, but Schmeichel gets it ahead of his man, just puts it back into open play, and I think it's going to be held up for offside anyway, so that's Merlin fine. No arguments with that. Ball's kind of popped across to Carter Vickers, and there should be a bit of a break on now. We have to consider maybe going for this a bit faster. Fucking knew it was going to be one of those 1-0, 2-1 type of games, man, but I wasn't expecting it to come through circumstances like that, man. Bit of a shame. Good enough break forward for us to potentially do something here. Good enough touch for Kyogo, just keeps it close to his chest, I like that, but no real movement or support down that flank. Got options there, trust the ops to take it. Played out towards Yang, cuts inside. Awkward touch, and Celtic will try their best to win the ball back. Trusty's stepping was brilliant, and the play on is fucking fantastic for Ireland. Good reaction touch there for the Belgian. So on the edge of the area, could go for a cross, does get the cross away, takes a big deflection, dealt with just about comfortably enough by them, but it's still dangerous. Celtic have it edge of the area, could be dangerous again. Played central, good pass in behind, surely a chance here. Fucking hell, man, another one that goes in the box and we don't get the shot away. Ball's played into space, goes through everybody, and County again just panic, get the lines cleared, and it's going to be a throw in. They're claiming that it came off a Celtic player, but it doesn't look like it'll be real. Ball's played in behind, awkward touch, flicked up and over everybody, good header clearance, but Celtic still have it. Great cut back, buy some time, ball into the box is dangerous, headed away. I think it was actually White that was there to track back and get that one clear for fucks to the guy. Good touch inside for Yang, but the pass is dead, should be recovered by Valet. Young again, good overlap, Rio's there if he wants to use him instead on, goes for goal, and I respect the idea, but I mean it comes off the edge of a County player to make it a bit more redeemable at the very least, so we'll have a chance from the corner, but yeah, showing that Young chance again, he really could have done better with that one, but it was a good challenge in the end, you can't take too much away from it. Maybe the Belgian to swing this one in, 67th minute, channel that fucking spirit, boys. Get it into the box, get a good power header on it, and we should be laughing. Ball swung in, and it is dangerous, headed away by the first navy blue shot though. County look for a break on their own, that's a lovely pass, and they could be away with it, but it's a lovely challenge just to kind of cut that one out. Volley not taking too many risks with that one whatsoever. You stuck it on the edge there. I don't think we need to, Chief. We know your opinions on that one very, 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 very well. Still have faith we can win this game. It's not as if we're not getting the ball into the box. It's just a case we need to get the shots away a bit faster. And we'll get to the point where you'd maybe consider some changes. If you're asking me personally, there's a few that we could fucking make. I mean, immediately getting McCower on for a tatty and try and go in a bit more offensive wouldn't be a bad idea. Good pass in his space. I feel that. It's a good pass out towards the right hand space, could be dangerous, but you have to play that faster, man. He's allowed people to get around him and mark him out, which is again not the smartest decision I've ever seen, but we still have it, so I ain't going to complain too much. Good for Carter, keeps it close to his chest, ball in behind's dangerous. That can be very good if it's not played in quick enough at all, man. It's going to be played out to the side for another throw in for us. I mean, if you're thinking of changes, any that you would bring on, chat, any particular variants or changes that you would make? Oh my god, ball's in the box again, please just get the shot away. We're passing it around the box again, man. There's a shot for range for the skipper. I love to see that, but it comes off a County shot cleared away, and they're going to try and break out from the back. Johnston's not going to drag his man down there. Honestly, the smart decision, and now County can potentially break. Good cut out for Yang. At least he's hustling, he goes down there, but they'll probably just play that on. Played forward, and Ida's there. Use your legs, big man. I mean, I don't even know what to say there. He just leaves the ball behind basically, but he does win it back, so God bless. Gives the ball away again, so god damn. Played in front, maybe a chance for us to do something here. Ball spindled across by Rio. Just short change passing here, and Jail's out towards Johnston on the wing. Played across, decent ball. It's going to be cut out, and it's going to be another corner kick opportunity for Celtic. Good defence all in there. I think it was Randall to get across and cut that one off. And what feels like for the 5th or 6th time in the last 10 or 15 minutes, we're teed up for another corner kick chance. Alan's going to set this one up again. County have been physically quite impressive when it comes to marking their men out, so it's not done over yet. But certainly need to wake up and get a bit more done on the kind of output That could be dangerous. It's gone past everyone. I'm not sure if it's going to be another corner kick. He might have came off a Celtic shot. Get more of a confirmation of what happened here. It was Rio that gets on the end of it. Doesn't come off any county players. It's just going to be a goal kick. Fair enough. Don't know how Rio even managed to win that header, I'll be honest with you. He was up against a guy that was at least a foot taller than him. So give him credit for getting on the head of the header. That's respectable in its own right. It just didn't really lead out too much, as you say. He didn't read the situation correctly, didn't get the right type of header on it. I think Kyogo's having a good game. A late winner would certainly restore some face. Chaz did. Happens though. Not as usual many viewers in this one. According to this, there's about 40 give or take right now, which is honestly still fantastic for a kind of early kick-off. Good pass in behind. You put Rustin on for a late Dingwall winner, absolutely. That's fun. Wait, we're making... Oh my god! Well, looks like we are getting some changes that I was hoping to see. McCowan is one of the changes, okay. Right, so maybe Rodgers is... Again, must have the earpiece in, because that's the first change I wanted to see, and it is McCowan for attacking, and it's going to be Kenny that comes on for either. So let's see if the third-rate striker can actually do something. Decent output in his time down in Ireland, so it's going to be an interesting one to see if he can adapt that to the play up here. If we can get a goal for the boys in green and white, that would be absolutely fantastic. But those are the changes that we've made. Yeah, they're on the background. Nice to see that stock room. Hope you're well, Philip. Time's running out, but we're still very confident and comfortable on the ball. We just need to get it into that box. 4-0 to Liverpool. Love to see that, Gene. Oh, lovely touch. Still going, played out towards the right hand side, brilliant overlap and run being set as well. The skipper's trying his best to get his men forward. Nothing but respect to see there. That's good passing behind as well. Might have a crack for range. He does have a crack for range. It takes a big deflection. What a fucking save again. What a save that is after the deflection. That could have been dangerous as hell. The fact he even got his fucking hand to that to push it behind the net was genuinely impressive. Brilliant reaction stop, but it's still very dangerous. Corner kick for Celtic. Potential for us to do something with this one. Come on. Better delivery. Arm. Goes over everybody. Back post Loiter, and I think it was a touch off a county player for another corner. Kenny was there with Randall, I think. Again, and it was Randall that got the touch in behind, but Celtic are starting to put a bit more pressure on. Bit by bit, and it's adding up, but that was a genuinely fantastic save for that keeper, by the way, because if he decided to just commit the other way, no way he was getting that. 74 minutes been and gone. Swung up, cleared away. It's going to just take that bounce. County will be put under some pressure. Celtic do win the initial header back, but County will clear the lines comfortably enough. Celtic stand their ground. Great control. Fantastic for the skipper again. He seems more fired up. Trust it. Comfortable enough. Switches it across. Carter Vickers looking for any open lanes. Takes the right hand side again. Not too many open options, so it's going to get cut back towards Trusty. Good enough touch for him. Comfortable enough for McCowan. Just holds it up. First touch wasn't the greatest. Passed into the county player, but he retains it well enough, and we still have the ball. Yang does well to get past his man. He's still held up on the edge of that box, laid off towards the edge of the area, and Giles cuts it back inside, takes a big bouncer through. Surely! Do our strikers have a fucking actual, curse against them? We've missed for 6 yards again, man! He scuffs the shot into the ground because he's a fucking moron, and it's such an easy shot to save after that. Every one of our strikers the day has missed an absolute belter of a chance to put them... Oh, well, that's a summarisation of the parts, lads. Come on, fuck. Whipped over for County, balls into the dangerous area. County don't win the first knock on, but they'll still retain it. That'll be a goal kick for us anyway by the looks of it, so that's fine. Or is it a corner for County? I guess it's a corner for County. What the fuck, man? Can you hurry up and make a decision? I said the only reason this fucking County team's picking up points is because of that goalkeeper shift, man, and to be fair, they're doing brilliant. Set piece for them to do something potentially dangerous. It's definitely more near post orientated, but County won't really get too much on the end of that one. It's going to be about how Celtic break. It's a good attempted flick on, but a couple of the one for County, they just go back to the goalkeeper and they'll punt it as far forward as he can muster it. Should be won by a Celtic shot, but County just body their man fucking brilliantly there, to be fair. Cowan does brilliant to stick his leg in, keeps it interesting. It still bounces through though somehow, and eventually Trust has to step in at the fourth attempt to get it clear from everyone. Again, making the chances, but we're not really doing much with them. County have had one fucking chance, and that was a penalty that was handed to them. So, I mean, I guess when you look at it like that, it could be worse, but it's one of those ones where you're like, come on to fuck man, with the amount of chances that we've had, and it's not as if we haven't put shots on target. The miss has been fantastic between the sticks for them. But when you consider the quality of the chances, I mean, Ida's missed inside the 6-yard box, Kenny's missed inside the 6-yard box, Kyogo's missed for like fucking 6 yards, but at least he redeemed it by scoring. You know what I mean? Johnston had that backheel chance that was just about cleared off the line as well. Like, when you consider the amount of times that ball should have gone in, so it could be 4 or 5-1 up at this point in time, but for whatever reason, just ain't happening. Player of the match, genuinely, man of the match has to be a misser. There's no other doubt about it, man. He's been fantastic for them. Ball's whipped in by County. It goes over everybody, but it should still find a shirt in blue, and it does. They're going to try and probably force a quick cross if they can. I suppose that's fair, Kevin, but I wouldn't blame Yang for this game, to be honest. He's not been great, but he's not been horrible. You can kind of say that about the rest of the teams over. We kind of knew for the start that this would be one of those types of games that could get very awkward very fast. That's why I said it would be like a 1-0 Celtic win or a 2-1 Celtic win, because you don't just come to places like Dingwall and have an easy time of things. But we have been notoriously known for late winners at this fucking place, so my hope is at the very least we managed to dig that one. Indeed, 4-0 to Liverpool. That's good for us, and I suppose there's like one kind of small little victory to take for that. Yeah, genuinely, I wouldn't agree with that at all, Virtual. I'd say Yang's not been great, absolutely, that's valid, but he's done enough. I mean, he's trying to hassle. Allen's been fantastic, he's been covering a lot of the midfield space. McGregor's been good in that sense as well, but again, it's just that end product. It's always the same thing. The fucking strikers have let us down again, man. Ida, he's making less and less of a case to get fucking minutes every time I see him. Good cut back in touch, Carter Vickers has it. The cross should be comfortably gathered by Carter Vickers. Switch the cross to Trusty in there, and come on lads, a bit more fucking urgency in the movement would be nice. Yang's going to try and take his man on, and in fairness, does a decent attempt at it, but it's a good tackle in the end. He's not letting anything go away, that's fair enough for him. Ball's played short. Good touch away, shots over everybody! Yes! Yes! Kyoko, you fucking dance someone! On the header! That's how you fucking finish! That is a striker's goal, son! Brilliant for him! Bags a brace. It's unlucky as hell for the keeper, because he still gets a hand to it, but Amissa just can't keep it out. Brilliant goal, Kyogo. Lovely work, and it's literally, as I was saying, in Giles doing exactly what he needs to do. Brilliant hold up touch. I think it's McCowan that might be playing the ball in there, and it's a lovely goal. Yeah, because McCowan fakes out the run so Kyogo can get in behind, and it's a lovely header. Brilliant timed header. Just ducks down, doesn't try and put his neck, he just uses the power of the cross. That is a striker's goal, big man. Fucking brilliant. At least one of our strikers has decided to wake up. It might have taken him a bit of fucking time, but welcome back to the game, Kyogo. Nice to see you, mate. Fantastic goal, man. Nothing wrong with that whatsoever. Oh. Like I said, Dingwall and late winners, they're just meant to be. Fucking excellent goal. But now we can't fuck it for here, I swear to God, man, if the referee's County just getting in the box, fall over, man. Casper the Ghost filled them. Yeah, genuinely. Like, and Giles deserves a lot of credit, man. His hold up play for that cross was fucking fantastic. Yeah. He needs to be a bit more consistent, I would say, Kyogo, just as a whole. But again, these are the type of ones that you want to dig out the kind of hard results in, and this is a good example of that, you know what I mean? I'd say I wasn't worried or anything, but it's the fact that it's like, you know, it's taken us... How many shots at this point? Can someone tell me what the stats say on the side of that? I don't know if that says 24 or what, but 24 shots is a lot to get 2 goals out of. But then again, fantastic for the goalkeeper. Much better is definitely needed in the wing, so that's a breakthrough chance. It's going to be cleared by Amos in the end though. Yeah, to be fair, 2 of the last 4 matches he's had man of the match. I've got to say, and Giles is starting to wake up. Like I said, you give the boy about 6-7 months before you start judging him. Like I said at the start of the season when everyone was giving Giles a ton of shite. It's had his bad performances, but I'd say in recent times he's been a little bit better. Those types of balls is pretty much why we signed them, so... I will tell you right now, Caden, don't give any disrespect to County, because genuinely, they will be comfortable. They are not going down, I will tell you that. Fucking more than fine. Especially if they keep playing the way that they have, man. If their goalkeeper keeps doing what they're doing, genuinely it would be pretty easy to see them genuinely, not top 6, absolutely fucking no chance of that happening, but certainly comfortable. But the title race is off, exactly. We're not handing them a route back in, we're not giving them an easy wee stay, we're just, like I said, we need to get wins in these types of games, and as long as we dig them out, that's a champions type of mentality. That's exactly what you need to do in these types of matches. When you're not at your best, still being able to dig out a result, and it's not as if Celtic have been miserably bad. We've played pretty good for the most part. Also, Scales is going to be one of the final changes, so again, just defensive tighten up, just make sure that we get across the line. Aye. And as you said there, it's pretty well summed up, isn't it? May not be pretty, but the result is all that matters. Exactly it. Does not matter how you dig them out. 3 points is 3 points. Hearts and County basically have identical form. I feel bad for St Johnstone because they've just kind of been left in the dust. But both County and Hearts have picked up 9 points out of the last 5 games, obviously with the exception of this one today. So they're making some changes. It's going to be Allardyce and Latori to come on, and it's going to be Randall to come off, and Nisbet as well. I'll be real, that Randall has been very good for them defensively this game. Like, it's one of those matches where, like, I'm not disappointed by how the other teams played, and that's honestly more impressive to me, because genuinely, like, County have dug in, they've made it hard at times, they've not played bad in any sense of way or form. They deserve a lot of credit, but it's just one of those things where quality is always going to kind of be the telling difference when it comes to those very fine margin type of games, and Celtic just have a bit more in it to dig it out. That's a bit of a collision there between a Celtic and County player, but I think they'll just play that one out. Both of them have kind of stayed down a little bit. Like Johnston's slow to his feet. Because they both went in with some force there. Just two physical bodies going in there. Plastic pitch push needs to go down. To be fair, that gets changed next season anyway, I believe, with the rules. Besides, County's pitch isn't like I don't know why people keep saying County's pitch is bad. Like the ball isn't bobbling up off the surface or anything. Like the pitch isn't the fucking problem. Like, I get it, it's a bit frosted over, so it might be a wee bit more bouncy than usual, but it's one of those. But I know you're talking about like Kelly and all that shit. I know they'll probably change it for them, definitely. Like, pretty sure that it was meant to be brought in effect this season, but financial stuff and all that, so maybe a season or two until we get that. But it would probably happen at some point, Kevin. I wouldn't imagine they keep it as a thing forever, especially if you're like a top division team. At least County, how they go. Damn fucking straight. Like, they played as good as they could have done, honestly. I wasn't expecting County to outplay us in any capacity, but where they have had the ball, they've done stuff with it. They've tried to go forward. They're not sitting on their arse. They're playing very valiantly in their own right. And there's Lotori getting involved. Plays it short for Greaves. Great hustling. Fantastic hustling for Yang there. Tell you what, he might not have done a lot right in terms of offensive creation, but Yang has done very, very well. Keep it calm, Kevin. Keep it calm. I mean, the law should tell you it's a joke. County the form team in the league going into the day. They aren't no mugs. Exactly. Like I said that at the start. They were tied for third best form and third best team in form. Because it's right now Hibs, believe it or not, are the best team in form, then Celtic. Because of that loss to Rangers. And obviously Hearts and County have basically got the exact same record over the last 5, with the exception of I think one drew 1 week and the other drew the other. That's about it. And ironically, they're both right beside each other on the table. That's why I find it funny that Johnston's just been left behind, because Hearts and County have started to find their feet a little bit. So have Hibs as well. Like, genuinely, they were all in the bottom 4 quite comfortably, and all of a sudden, 3 of the 4 teams have decided to actually stop playing football. Was it not the same score the last time? I think it was, genuinely. There's been a lot of 2-1 games. A genuine shit ton of 2-1 games at Dingwall, but that shows how consistent County can be. Jesus Christ. Referee! This is what I'm fucking talking about, you cunt! Why is it one set of rules for one and another? That is as clear in it. That is the exact same challenge. Doesn't get the ball, collides with the player. You have to be fucking serious here. That is carbon copy. But that's not a penalty. This is what I'm saying with these referees. We've had 2 stonewall penalties this match. Just straight up denied. But they fall over and it's a penalty. Like, what the fuck is this referee on, man? Even Yang looks annoyed, man, and he usually looks very composed, but his eyebrows are down like that because he's like, what are you talking about? He doesn't win the ball. He's through on goal. He's the last man. Like, no offence, that is about 20 times more of a penalty than County's, because he misses the ball entirely. Tries to like swing at it like a fucking NFL punter, misses, and then wraps his leg around Yang, collides with him, brings him down. That has to be a penalty. I'm fucking sorry, but if they do not give that, then it shows you that the SFA are just completely fucking dumb. because they were more than happy to instantly blow for the penalty, but now they're taking their time, right? They'll wait for about 4 or 5 minutes, mate. This is a penalty. If it isn't a penalty, you need your fucking hard drive checked. You need your bank balances checked, because there has to be a fucking payment coming in somewhere. Why is this taking so long? He doesn't win the ball, takes the man out. This should be a 15-second, yeah, he didn't win the ball, it's a penalty, point to the spot. You don't even need VAR for this, but I guarantee they'll use it just to make it seem like it was close. That's about as dead as a penalty as you can fucking expect. He's going to go and check it, doesn't surprise me. But that's a fucking move that you would see out of the UFC, let alone a goddamn fucking league game of football. Who's this? Fourth official can't try to block the VAR. Away with yourself, Paul, respectfully. 7 more minutes. I suppose it makes sense with the added time for the check, to be fair. Brother, this is a penalty. If you don't give it, you're probably going to get hunted down in the fucking car park after this game. You've already denied us one, Stonewaller. Do not deny us a second, you bastard. Yang deserves it if he gets it. He should honestly deserve it, because he's been looking for a goal for ages, and that would have been a goal. Ridiculous, man. He does not get near it. Penalty every day of the week, man. That'd be a penalty the fucking 80s and 90s, let alone the goddamn current day. Because, I mean, apparently they're checking for a potential offside in the ball through. He's not offside there. Has to be a pen, right? You better point at the fucking spot. It's a penalty. Yep. Well done for getting it right, mate. I love how Brown's complaining like, dude. No offence, fella. You missed the ball. You hit the man. You dragged the man down. You follow through on him. You're lucky to still be on the fucking pitch, let alone complaining at the referee. Watch your own fucking penalty back and you'll realise just how fucking soft that was. It's 100% a penalty. Yang better get to take this. He deserves his goal, man. He's been very good today. But they're going to give it to Allen. I mean, don't get me wrong, I trust Allen a lot, but Yang deserves his goal, man. He's done a lot of the good hustling the day, man. The off the ball work for him has been great. Ah, you're spot on, man. Absolutely spot on, Coffee. Well, Amissa has been an absolute fucking statue between the sticks for County of the Day, but we'll get a chance to see this game out. 3-1 potentially could be the scoreline coming at the end of this one. I'll be honest with you, I feel a bit sad for Yang. He deserved the chance, but it's going to be in Giles that steps up to take this one and hopefully just smacks it top bins. No clear, no faff, no fuss. Score it, you bastard! He's fucking missed. How's that not gone in? What the fuck was that entire passage you played, you dumbass cunt? This is why Yang should have got to take it. And Giles has missed. Fabulous. And this has made another fucking... He's off the line by about 10 minutes though. Hold on, that might get retaken. He's a good bit off his line. He's off his line by about fucking near enough 2 rulers. That's about 60 seconds. Brothers took a whole step forward. Has to get retaken, man. He's fucking standing about 10 minutes out the goal. Retake, yeah, has to be retaken. No offence to the keeper, but he came off his line way too fucking early. You can see that in the first replay back, man. The slow one there only confirms it. 100% penalty. Has to get retaken. It was a save initially, but he came off his line, Wayne, so it's going to get retaken. It better not be on again. Give it to Yang. That's God telling you something. feel a bit bad for him. Fuck it, I'm getting Yang man of the match. I know Kyogo scored a brace, right, but Yang deserves it. Because I know, like, he wasn't great in the first half an hour or so, but for the second half, the man has covered every blade of fucking grass. He's tracked back and covered for Valet about 5 times. He's covered Trusty twice. Went and covered half of the midfield for about 15 minutes while Angels and that pushed forward, looking for a potential second. He deserves it. That's a brilliant penalty the second time round, though. That's how you make a fucking amends for it, big man. Excellent finish for Angels. He picks his spot, and this time there is no debate. Straight into the net, no quote. That's just fine. That's a perfectly fine penalty. With all the added time that's happened in added time, yeah, I don't think you'd be too wrong on that one, dude. It was a brilliant penalty. Picks his spot, doesn't sway for it, commits to it even when the keeper shimmies that way. Beautifully taken penalty. Fair play to Amissa, because if he got his hand to that, he was absolutely saving it. And that would have been 2 brilliant saves back to back, but he didn't come off his line for that one, so that goal will stand. It's game, set in the match, boys. 3-1's the final score. The boys are in good fucking voice behind that net now. Fantastic. Young buddies, genuinely, but it's one of those. Maybe he gets his goal next game. I mean, if Kuhn and that's still obviously, you know, injured and Palmer's obviously still out with the whole bereavement thing, then maybe he gets something. 18 points clear is absolutely right. We'll take that every day of the week, Matthew. Still a few minutes to see this one out, I'd imagine. That'd be about 2 or 3 minutes on top of it. Yeah, 100% Flash. 100%. I don't think there's like a part of me that disagrees with that in the slightest, you know what I mean, for one Celtic. I mean, yeah, if we get one in the last second, that'd be fantastic. There's a break on, actually, and hold on, there might be a chance. Potential. Good call inside! That's brilliant, McCowan! That is brilliant. One of the ones I wanted to see on the pitch for that exact reason. He always gets a goal against County from his Dundee days. And he gets one on the board to finish this game, and I tell you what, man, it was fucking close for a... This scoreline does not do County's performance justice whatsoever. But that is a lovely goal for McCowan. Yeah, I mean, there is that kind of potential. I don't know if it comes out of that has to stand. That's a totally fine goal. But Jan gets an assist, boys. Technically, I mean, Kenny does well to get the funnel through, but it falls to McCowan and he places it beautifully. Right under Amissa's outstretched leg. Brilliant shot, brilliant finish. And like a fine whiskey, only gets better as time goes on. Fantastic, McCowan. Brilliant end to the game, boys. That's how you see it out in style. Don't know how the fuck that's happened. County deserves a lot more credit, but I think they'll be blowing the whistle relatively soon after this. Boys, it is over. We get to yell very loudly once the game ends. This is a convincing one. Very good one. I thought it was going to be very tight, and to be fair, it was for about fucking 90 minutes. But come the end of the match, 2 late winners, well, 2 late goals I should say, just secures the wins and makes the team look a lot more like winners than they actually have been for the majority of this match. Absolutely ice cold, like a specific place in Glasgow. Exactly, they added on too much time. It's just a thing at Dingwall, whenever we hear at like 3 minutes at a time, it's like Celtic just become 50 times better for some reason. Well, we're basically already through the better part of 100 minutes. This whistle is bound to go at any given point in time. Just to confirm, VR went in our favour for once. It only took them about 6 minutes to get the decision, but they did get there in the end, to be fair. Lovely ball out towards the side, and there could be a potential chance for a 5th. That could have been dangerous. We're officially past the 100-minute mark now. referee, referee, referee. You can't beat us even with your cheese. You fucking cunt. Get it round you, that's what happens. We win these games. Blow the whistle now, you bastard. 7 additional minutes. We played about 4 over at this point, near enough. Very pleased as a whole with this performance. Nice, good for Young. Just holds it up comfortably enough, spreads it back across for Trusty. Keep trusting Carter Vickers are due as well. After Trusty made that one mistake about 20 minutes in. Could have been worse. I feel like County will just be waiting to hear the whistle at this point. They deserve a lot more respect than their due, man. Don't ever give County shit for losing 4-1 in this game. They gave it a very good go. No shame in their performance whatsoever. I'm their manager. I'm a bit disheartened that they collapsed the way they did. Like, lads giving up 2 goals at the end's a bit of a piss take, but for 89 minutes, County held their own. Genuinely. I really would like to see them stay up if that's the way they're going to play going forward, because their manager has a bit of a tactic and set style about them and they deserve it. But that is full time, boys. Absolutely fucking brilliant performance, man. 10 games to go, treble's looking good. Genuinely. Likewise with you, can you take it easy? Right, we know the drill now, boys. I need to get up and yell very loudly. That's kind of how this one goes. So let me do that. That is the wrong screen. That's the correct one, thank you. Over 101 minutes on all, by the way. Fucking ridiculous level of game, but nonetheless. Oh. We take it. So. Gentlemen. For the victory. And for the win. And for Yang. Yang deserves this. Fucking yes, sir! Roaches! That's what we take. Brilliant performance. Very happy. Very, very pleased. Give County their dues, but unfortunately their dues don't add up to anywhere near the amount that we have stockpiled. They might have tried to fuck us over that penalty call for County today, but they could not refuse us with that last one 100%. We fucking ball. Brilliant. Let's have a little look at the table then, shall we? Before he's decided to depart off for those that decide to leave early. But good filter here, genuinely. Like 21% of the ball, but they did a lot better than what their stats suggest. 100%. The one shot on target was a goal, which was the penalty, but they deserve a bit more credit than what their fucking stats suggest. 100%. But we had snailing enough fucking 4 times the passes. But there's your table, gentlemen. There's a little updated version of it. If you want a little look, and to be fair, it looks very, very much nice for us. We are now officially back to being the most informed team in the league, so we'll take that 100%. So, 100. I'm absolutely take that. We'll absolutely take that. Voice in good form. I know I'm not coughing as much. Don't get me wrong. Whenever I do, the back of my fucking, like the middle of my back is in absolute agony. I'll be real, but I think that's just because I've done a lot of coughing over the last month and my muscles are saying no. But for the most part, I don't feel as miserable. I went to the hospital not too long ago. I went to Myers on the 9th, I think, to get all my like checks and stuff, and then I had a coughing fit while I was in the middle of my fucking like testy check, man. That was fantastic to experience, but nonetheless, we'll take it. Fantastic. That makes up for the rest of this week. Absolutely. Kyogo covered every eye. Genuinely, Yang deserves a lot of credit. So will most other players do as well. Actually, I would say for the most part, I can't really complain about it whatsoever. I mean, don't get me wrong, the performance wasn't convincing for the better part of like 90 odd minutes. I mean, here's my pal Foden. I guess you're about to hear him yell very loudly. Let me go on. We love to see it, brother. Fucking brilliant, man. Absolutely love to see it. Someone's very happy. Oh, I'm sick. Well, no problem at all, fella. You enjoy yourself. That's fucking amazing. Oh, he is always happy whenever we win in his boss. PC will be shitting himself a little bit, actually, to be fair, but this one's held on. Oh, that was good. That felt nice. That was good in the bones, that. Granted, took us until the 80th minute to wake up, but it's better late than never. Second half syndrome still maintains itself over the course of the season for us. Don't know why that's the case, but nonetheless, we'll absolutely take it. I cannot complain in the goddamn slightest whatsoever. You know what I mean? I think I'll bring in Flash in that for the rest of this one just to see what they're thinking of it. Let me just go into this one. Let me unmute.
18 points clear and a good day for Celtic on to the next one.
Yeah, different rules for Kyogo today, Chris, but still hugely
Can I mute
influential
this,
on the outcome.
preferably?
Yeah, I think he was a supporting striker took charge.
Well, I guess it's not letting me for some reason. That's fantastic. Thanks to score. Go fuck yourself. Yeah, that was good. That was a very good performance. Let me close these down, see if that works. Then I can unmute myself on Discord and see if they want either little reviews. How you doing, lads? How yous doing? Would yous like to weigh in? I think Flash might be away for his computer. I don't honestly know. I'm not honest. Well, brilliant. Rangers will be getting their money laundering going to afford their... I know. They'll need to find a way to kind of bounce back for the rest of the season. I think their only real chance is going for the Scottish Cup and more or less that European run. So, you know, you have to take that. Fair enough. My upstairs neighbours are the exact same. I always make jokes with them whenever I see them. I'm like, well, what do you think of the school last time out? And they just stare at you. It's brilliant. You enjoy yourself, Dad. Appreciate you stopping in, man. I appreciate that a lot. That's class. Can't complain about it whatsoever. I think overall, no complaints whatsoever. I can't really say there's anything too bad about that. Again, table looks good for us. Granted, Rangers do have that game in hand. And I mean, who's it they play tomorrow, actually? Oh, no, they're at home against St John's. If they find a way to fuck that up, then Clements will probably have to be forced out the door, man, because Jesus Christ, if they find a way to lose that, considering the form of St Johnstone. But yeah, I mean, County won't be too hard done by. They'll feel a wee bit at this performance, but it could be worse. And again, Hearts do have that kind of game in hand, so it's still dangerous for County, don't get me wrong, but it shouldn't be too bad for them as a whole. But those types of performances are the ones that kind of go, you take it easy as well, Dad, you enjoy yourself. Thank you, Stephen, that's very kind, man. Yes, too right, Kyle, 100%. Can't wait for the 17-point gap to come in, that'd be brilliant. You take it easy, Scott, appreciate you coming in, man. We'll be in the Discord like a little bit after this, I think, but I do need to go down to my stores and stuff respectively to get some things first. I need to put Lecky on for one. Yeah, no, I miss out deserves. Genuinely, like, if there's a man in the match for County's perspective, there is only one, and that's their goalkeeper, because I know he conceded 4, but fact of the matter is he could have conceded easily about 9. That could have been like a cricket score of the day, very comfortably, but I managed to limit the damage. And unfortunately for County, it wasn't, like, again, that full-time scoreline does not really actually, you know, justify whatsoever how they've played. But I guess the last thing that I need to do before we depart and all that stuff is we get a little bit of a poll going for the clip of the day. So I guess we'll put some options in. So I guess we can go for either a Kyogo's goal, so I can, you know, I can just see what reaction's more clippable and I'll pick those one. I can pick, let's go, yeah, maybe McCowan's goal, because that makes sense. And what would be a good third option? Nah, either way, it's going to be one of these two, right? So, yeah, Kyogo's goal. Yeah, I'll go for like goal 1. Then the actually, yeah, because the header was actually quite nice too, honestly. Kyogo. I'll just put Kyogo 2 because I can't fucking put any more than 3 other words in. There you go, there's a poll up. If you want a little weigh in for what the shot shall be, now's the time to get yourself a little vote in. But it's either Kyogo's first McCowan's late one just for vibes, I guess, and then Kyogo's second. Personally, I think maybe the first or second one would make sense, but who knows. There's a few decent options in there for sure, 100% that we can definitely choose. But I think for the most part, I'm just quite happy with the performance as a whole. Can't really complain about it whatsoever. It's about as good as we could ask. The penalty range. To be fair, most of the shots that I clip, if you go into my channel, dude, and you'll see them yourself, it's all mostly goal reactions, because those are the ones that do relatively okay. Like, I've only done one or two where I haven't actually like clipped a goal. Like, one was when I got gifted like 50 fucking subs or some shit, and the other was like predicting how we would lose to Poland literally right as San Marino scored to win their first game in like ages. Who got man of the match? I don't honestly know. I think Furashi got it. I think so anyway. I couldn't say, you know, confidently, but I believe he did. If not, then Yang should definitely be in contention because he was fantastic today as well. Not a bad thing I can say about his performance whatsoever as well. So I think overall, can't really complain about it. As a whole, I think it was fine. We did what we needed to do, and I think I'm more than content with that. Genuinely, it was a fantastic performance. I don't know when we're next playing, I'll be honest. I think it's the 14th, if I'm right. I need to check to confirm because it's the 14th or the 15th. I want to make sure that I don't fuck that up. It's the 14th, that's fine. That's a day before my cousin's birthday, actually, ironically enough. There you go. There you go. That's the next time we play. Ironically enough, we're against Dundee. So, you know, there is a potential chance for a tiny wee bit of a karma to come in and fuck us up a little, you know, but I think that for the most part, that game should be relatively straightforward for us, I would say. Hopefully, anyway, that would be the kind of minimum prospect, get the win there, and we're still cruising. And again, from this point, there is, 22 matches played, so 16 games left. So, I mean, still a good amount of points to play for. I'm not going to sit there and sugarcoat it or anything, you know what I mean? There's still the better part of near enough 56 odd points to play for in that kind of, would it be, 58 points. So Celtic are already mathematically halfway to safety, you know what I mean? Like, we've already done as good as we could in the initial stretch and push, so it's just a case of, out of the next, I would say we need to win 15 in the remaining. Well, I mean, we could realistically do that and still be fine, actually. So we could win 13, draw 2. That's like the kind of, you know, we can make a couple of mistakes. Like, we can draw 2, lose 1, win, and still mathematically, as of now, win the league comfortably by about 10 points. So what would like the minimum requirements be for this point? About 13 wins? 13 wins and a draw. Yeah, 13 wins and a draw. That's basically what we need for this point in the season. Kyogo's head off. Honestly, it'd probably be my pick. Because Kyogo's first was nice, don't get me wrong. The ball in for Johnston was fucking beautiful, but that goal was genuinely well worked. Brilliantly well worked for Angels. You could make a pick for either or, because the pass in for, I mean, to be fair, the ball in for fucking fit on the first, like, every goal you could make a case for, honestly, even Angels' penalty, because obviously he misses it, comes back and then scores again anyway. Oh, it's so won by a record margin. I mean, that was, I wouldn't say it's a record margin, but 4-1's a very, very good result. I cannot complain about that in the fucking slightest whatsoever. We'll leave that kind of pull up for another minute or two, and then we'll get ready to wrap up the stream. We'll kind of see what shot gets out. And if you're still watching this, if you click on the channel once this stream is done, every single VOD that I have basically ever done, so every stream, if you want to go back and watch them, they're there. But there's a bunch of shorts and videos that you can watch as well. There's another video that I need to work on at some point at the start of next month for the kind of part 2 of the season review, because I kind of said that I would do that, but the first video didn't perform particularly well. That's kind of why I don't make his videos as much anyway, because they just don't do particularly great. But I mean, definitely need to make an update thing, especially if we get into the Champions League. So usually I just use like a quote, or it'll be like something that bounces off their name. I don't know, like Kyogo goes gold or some shit like that. I don't even know, to be honest, but I'll figure it out. That's usually the hardest part, is coming up with a name for those types of things, because when it comes to the streams, it's just insert team versus Celtic Watchalong, and that's like, you know, straightforward. And then I just change the thing once the stream's done, so that the date's there, so people know what game it is specifically. Very minimal things that we need to like kind of tweak up and change, but not about that. But that's 5 minutes. Let's see what one wins. If it's Kyogo, I'd imagine it would be one of the Kyogos one, right? Let's have a gander. Oh wow, comfortably actually. Jesus Christ. Well, yeah, Kyogo 2. That's going to be the header then. So that's the one we're going with. That's definitely good. Another 3 wins when you do it, I imagine. Jesus Christ. Would be the... Right now, as it stands, Celtic can still mathematically get above 100 points quite comfortably, but we need to be basically pitch perfect for the rest of the season. So Celtic could probably get about 85, 90 and still probably win the league fine. But I feel like we want to kind of wrap it up in style, right? Like, we want to kind of at least make sure that we win the title before we start having those games, because that's kind of what happened like a season or 2 ago. You know, we're under Postecoglou, we're on like the last day we drew with Aberdeen and all that shit, because we just didn't really click on those like final matches for whatever reason. I think we even lost to Dundee once, but nonetheless. No, not Dundee, I think it was Aberdeen on the last day of the season a few seasons ago. I can't honestly remember it off the top of my head, but it's close enough. Guess I'll get ready to wrap up the stream, because we're getting to about 2.5, and that's usually when we wrap these things up anyway. Give us a little... But we'll just... Oh fuck, well, that was not what I wanted to do. I just wanted to switch the tab so I could put the music on, fuck's sake. Where is it? There it is. Oh. That was a quick moment for a push, you nearly missed it, fair enough. To be fair, 5 minutes is ample time, but I mean, how long was the push? Jesus Christ, Lewis. Can't argue it too much. Don't worry about it. Keep an eye on it. It'll be up on this channel about 2 hours for now, give or take, because I need to wait for the VOD to process and then clip that specific like 60-second segment and then add all the text and shit to make it watchable. But yeah, can't really complain in the slightest. So I guess we'll just kind of do all the classic wrap-up stuff. So thank you for coming along. Thank you for joining us today. If you've decided to join us for the whole stream, a little bit of it, although you know, if you're just watching this as a VOD, thank you very much for joining us and well, how you doing, Sarah? I hope you're well. You picked a fun time to come in. We're literally just about to wrap up. I'm presuming you enjoyed the game today at the very least. Very comfortable win. More than happy with it. If you didn't see the result, I guess I can show you that dead quickly, but whoop. There you go, 4-1, comfortable enough. Thank you whoever just subscribed right at the end. That's very kind. We take that. So vibes, all that good shit. I love to see it. If you go into the description, Sarah, if you want to come in and like actually talk to us physically, there's a link to the Discord down below. There's a bunch of people in there, and there are lassies too, before you panic. So if you would like to join, you're more than welcome to do so, and you can kind of get like the rundown from us in there. Thank you for joining us, Wayne. Very, very nice to have you as well as always, Philip. Absolutely appreciate you to the maximum hilt up. Let's get this music up a little bit, because we're about to wrap up fully now. What? Oh, Spotify's doing that gay shit. Fair enough. We'll get ready to wrap this up and do what's necessary. I think that we had a pretty good performance overall, so I'm quite happy with that. No complaints. So, we know the drill. Zoom in screen, because it's time to do outro. So thank you for watching, thank you for coming along. We'll skip all the shit that I said before. Thank you for doing so. If you want to keep an eye on things in the channel, just click on it. A bunch of things you can watch, from VODs to shorts to actual videos that I've made over the last kind of year or so as well, if you'd like to join us for that. Like I said, we'll be live again. If you want a little kind of, again, rundown of it, we'll be live on the 14th, and it is a late kick-off, so I do want to kind of keep that in mind for you, so you'll have a bit more time on that day to kind of come in and pop in and see us. That will kind of about 7:45, give or take. I'll be kicking off it for that one. So there's a little gander at that before you enjoy yourself. You take care as well. Should all speak to you in about literally 2 seconds. But we know the drill. We'll kind of wrap this one up here. Why does it keep pausing? I don't know. Fantastic. We'll move. Going to bail out anyway, boys. Thank you for watching. Thank you for coming along. And as we always end these things, Celtic are still the best goddamn team in the world. Catch us after, boys. You enjoy yourselves. Take it easy. You know, likewise with you, Sarah. Lowe's, you enjoy yourself. Joseph, likewise. Martin, Wayne, Coffee, every single one of you. Take it easy. Been a pleasure. And hope you enjoy yourself. We'll see you on the 14th. We'll bottle it again and actually show our Glasgow rivals how to actually beat Dundee at their ground. So, fantastic. You just take it easy, boys. Enjoy. Been a pleasure. Take it easy. Celtic are still the best goddamn team in the world.